Welcome back, everyone, to the Russell Do-It Center countdown to kickoff. Brett Pritchard and Randy Lee up here in the press box at the Charles E. Bailey Sportsplex as the Wildcats get set to take on the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Just a little bit of note back there in the studio. David, if you'll just take us out of cue, I would appreciate it and get that echo out of our ear. And we'll talk about this game, this matchup between Oxford and Benjamin Russell. And, boy, I'm going to tell you something, folks. The toughest thing in the world to do when you're broadcasting is hear yourself talk in your ear.
BRHS and Oxford, though, this will be the 17th time these two teams have matched up. 8-8 records equal. Looked at a stat, and this is an amazing stat out there, folks. This tells you how close this series has been. 302 points scored by Oxford. 301 points scored by Benjamin Russell, Alexander City High School also before that. The first meeting of these two teams back in 1923. Both of these programs getting started around then, and both of them finding their way on the field. So a lot of tradition. Both teams have 3 state championships that they boast. Oxford had a heck of a run in the late 80s and early 90s. They had state titles in 88, 89, and 93. And, Brett, over the last 10, 15 years, every 2 or 3 years, they put a team on the field that had a chance to move through in 6A. I know Josh Niblett, upsetting enough his last season there. They go 10-0 in the regular season. Somehow they have to forfeit all of those games. Don't know exact reason for that, but do remember that very well. But Rock Thomas, not there anymore. He's at Auburn University. They were dynamic on offense. Quan Alexander leads LSU in tackles this year. He was a linebacker here at Oxford, and when you look on the field, they still got those same athletes coming across.
Yeah, and 20.
Amtech is proud to be part of the Alexander City area. Amtech understands the importance of education, athletics, and teamwork. Support from friends, family, classmates, and faculty play a big part of success on the field. Amtech wishes the Wildcats best of luck this year, not only in the games, but in all of your academic achievements as well. Good luck, BRHS athletes, coaches, band members, cheerleaders, faculty, and students from Amtech.
Have you heard about Walls Tire and Auto? Walls Tire and Auto is a full-service garage with over 40 years combined experience in the shop. Let the professional, experienced staff at Walls Tire and Auto provide you with any service your car needs. You already know they handle tires of all sizes and brands, but did you know if your car breaks down, the friendly staff of Walls Tire and Auto will pick you up, make the repairs, and deliver your car back to you? Stop by and see them today. They're right off Highway 280, about a mile past Lake Hill Bridge, or call at 256-825-2628.
No pest is too big or too small for Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Protect your home or business today from insects, termites, mosquitoes, and more. Lex uses only the latest state-of-the-art technology and equipment to solve your pest problem, including the environmentally friendly Centricon termite baiting system. Lex has been servicing the Lake Martin area for over 35 years, and he has a full staff on hand. Call Lex today, even if it's just a question. 256-234-6162. Lex Wedgeworth Pest Control. Smart solutions to your pest problems.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Hallet City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAHC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do-It Center, Coons Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
Okay, lotus flowers, let's breathe deeply. Now find your center.
Found it.
Oh,
Yum. Yoga is so delicious. Shh.
The Zensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers on mixed greens with crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Cloud9 in downtown Alexander City has gifts for all occasions. Cloud9 has men's clothing by Southern Point, ladies' clothing by Tribal, Tag Jeans, and IC Collection, children's clothing by Vera Bradley, and of course their beautiful Vera Bradley selection of bags and accessories, jewelry for all ages, and a bridal registry. The girls at Cloud9 look forward to seeing you, and you will love their beautiful, smiling faces. Home sweet home at Cloud9 in downtown Alex City.
Your #1 football fans, Auto Owners Insurance and the Phillips Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call me, John Phillips, at the Phillips Agency in Alexander City at 256-329-8406.
And 21 is their playmaker. He'll be a captain for them. But both sets of captains making their way out to the pink BR tonight as we head into October, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And that means it's time for the coin toss brought to you by Scotty Gordon at Farmers Insurance. Whether it's auto, home, life, or business, life is better when you have a plan. Call Scotty Gordon at Farmers Insurance today. And a lot of pink on the field, a lot of pink in the stands as we recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And both sets of captains, Randy, out at midfield. I'll let you tell us or tell everybody who our captains are tonight.
Let's run them down. Number 4 is Cavante Fuller, a 5'8", 151-pound senior defensive back. Number 2's had a great senior season. Cy Stoves, 5'11", 155, had a big touchdown catch last week. Number 75 down there, one of your captains tonight, is Joseph Blankenship. He's a big offensive lineman for the Wildcats. And number 65 also down is Jamel Hunter, one of your captains, a senior defensive end, plays a lot of plays on that defensive line.
Yes, he does. And both sets of captains at midfield. We have the flip of the coin by the head official. I believe that's Eugene Reynolds, our head official tonight. And Benjamin Russell wins the toss. We'll see what they choose to do here. And they will defer to the second half. So the Wildcats will kick off. And, Randy, I guess you got to mention this. We'll see no Sean Rape tonight as we lost him to a season-ending knee injury last week. Stalk blocking down the field, just a freak play that he got twisted up. And not only do we lose him as a great receiver, but we lose a great kicker. And we'll just keep it right here as we're a couple of minutes out from the start of this game, Randy, as we see him come on the field on crutches. Just a tough blow for this team.
Yeah, it's a tough loss. Probably 75% of his kickoffs in the last 3 seasons have ended up in the end zone. And when you have that type of talent kicking the football, it's going to be a struggle. It's like another defensive player out there on the team when they've got to go 80 yards each and every drive. So hate to see Sean. Cole Grogan can really kick the football. One of our better soccer players here at the high school, has been starting on that soccer team since his 8th grade year, is going to have a chance to have as many goals as anyone's had here in this school's history. He's been punting the ball fairly well, and I think Cole can step in. Not going to be Sean out there kicking, but Cole does have plenty of talent, and we've already seen him kick one kickoff into the end zone this year.
He has the leg, no doubt about it, and we're excited to have Cole. A lot of teams don't have one kicker. We have 2, so we get to move Cole to that position as the youth league football players, Randy, behind our Wildcats, going to run through with them tonight. And my son out there, along with a lot of other kids, get to run through this run-through, and that's exciting because a lot of future Wildcats coming through that run-through right there.
Definitely is. As we go back to this series, as I mentioned, this is the 17th meeting. We have lost the last 3, though, so 8-8 overall in the series. The last 3 won back in 2003, 2008, and 2009. Oxford has won all 3 of those. I mentioned earlier, so far they're off to a 3-3 start, only 1-2 in region play. It's a huge game for both of these teams. I think both of these teams have an opportunity. Oxford's got to have more things go their way than Benjamin Russell to close it out. But both teams have an opportunity to finish this region play in second. And what does that mean? You get to host a playoff round. That tells you how important this game is tonight.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Adams Health and Rehab in Alexander City helps you get back to life faster. When you need the best rehabilitative care following surgery, a stroke, or heart attack, Adams Health and Rehab offers a comfortable, home-like atmosphere, private suites with phone and flat screen, even a secure Alzheimer's dementia unit, and highly skilled 24-hour nursing care. Adams Health and Rehab is here for you by helping you get back to life. Adams Health and Rehab, 256-329-0847.
Home-owned and home-operated, Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs has been in operation for over 20 years, providing seamless gutters, shingle and metal roofing, vinyl siding, and replacement windows to satisfied customers. Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs accepts insurance claims. We are a licensed, bonded company you can rely on. Give your home a facelift and stop risking injury climbing on ladders to clean your gutters. Call the professionals with Wheeless Seamless Gutters and Metal Roofs for your free estimate today.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238 and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Professionalism, reliability, experience. At T-Rapid Return Taxes, these are not just words, they are guidelines. IRS registered tax return preparer Freddie Traylor is a lifelong resident of the area. He is not here today and gone tomorrow. For tax prep, e-file, or customer advance loans, see the professionals at 214 Calhoun Street, downtown Alex City. T-Rapid Return Taxes.
Cole will take it, and it will be a pooch kick over here near the 18, fielded 20-25, and brought down at the 27-28 yard line. Thomas Rudolph on the return there, and Wildcats choosing to go with the pooch kick like a lot of teams do, Randy, to prevent big-time returns.
Absolutely, and a great tackle by Maxwell. Jacoby Maxwell getting down. Our starting defense here, Tay Robinson, nose tackle. Brandon Lowry and Trey Edwards are your ends. Outside backers are Orlando Henderson out for the season. A.J. Russell will get a lot of time. Q Johnson, Sam Sturdivant, and Scott Sturdivant will start. We'll come back and run down the safeties.
William Weber at quarterback, and he'll go by himself. 3 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Wildcats with a 4-man front. Going to fake a blitz and step back, shoot a pass complete up to the 35, up to the 36-yard line before he's driven backwards. But that's a big gain of about 7 yards on first down. Going back to where we started here, 2 penalties, 1 for either team. It will be Weber in the shotgun formation, 1 back beside him. He'll hand it to him, and he's going to be hit and driven backwards. That is Gamble taking the handoff there. Will line up at tailback and wide receiver. He goes nowhere, lost a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
First one in on the stops, Jagary Tuck. He's had an outstanding senior season. Tons of tackles down there for the Wildcats. Tyree Gray, so quick from the secondary, comes up, cleans up on the stop. And Tyree, I hate to say it, limping around a little bit back there in the back on that right leg from what I'm seeing.
Empty back 5 wide. Weber by himself in the shotgun. 3rd down and 5, they'll call it. He'll take it, throw a quick pass. He's got Gamble at 35, side steps a tackler, 40, 45 midfield. And he is down inside Wildcat territory to the 45, and that was nothing but a little quick swing pass out to Gamble, and he made a couple of Wildcats miss. Got a big gainer inside Wildcat territory.
He's a good-sized kid, about 6'1", 195, huge games and the biggest games so far this year. And you can look back, he looks like a tailback, but he has the height of a wide receiver. First-team All-State across the board last year at wide receiver.
You can see why. 1st and 10, Yellow Jackets at the Wildcat 46. Weber in the shotgun. Gamble beside him. 3 down here to the bottom, which is the wide side, and he'll look this way. He's flushed out of the pocket. Going to throw off his back foot. Intercepted! Intercepted at the 43-yard line. Great play there. Jagary Tuck caught it off the deflection.
Jagary Tuck, I think that he bounced it up into the air. I believe one of the secondary players. Actually, it was Jagary that intercepted.
Yeah, he picked it off.
Who had the chance at first? Was it Pac-Man?
Q Johnson or Pac-Man 1 got in there and tipped it up. Perfectly read play.
You know, if Pac-Man or Q, we'll say either one of them, if they would have picked the football off, they stepped in front. They had this left sideline beat. But a great job by Jagary, who's been in on so many stops, as I mentioned earlier, to catch this one right about a foot off the ground for the interception. Great turnover for the Wildcats.
The old tip drill, Randy.
Yep.
Executed to perfection. A big turnover there. Wildcats get the football. An opportunistic defense here so far this season for the Wildcats. Tyree will be in the shotgun at quarterback. Sends Stows in motion left to right now. Waiting for the snap, has it now. He's just going to pull it and go over here to the left side and not going to be able to break the tackle of the outside backer there coming up, or the cornerback, number 23, Kenny Britt Jr. dropping Tyree after a gain of only 2 yards.
Different formation here as you've got Q Johnson in the football game, double tight end, swing the formation with Cy Stows going the opposite way and trying to run it to this left side, which is the short side of the field. Tyree a little ginger on that right leg. I think that had something to do with that run.
They're going to send a man in motion this time. It's Carter Lloyd, right to left, and Tyree going to throw a quick screen to Cy Stows and picks up one block but not able to pick up another as he gets a couple of more yards up to the 47, 48-yard line. It'll be about 3rd and 6, we'll call it. 3rd and 6, maybe 3rd and 7. 9-10 to go here in the first quarter. Possession play here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Wildcats got the ball on their own 47-yard line, so field position looking good for the Wildcats here. I don't think it's 4-down territory by no stretch of the imagination, but if you do get it close, you're on the opposite side of the field. So let's see what the Wildcats dial up here.
They're going to walk guys up, blitz. May have been all sides there. Tyree reads it perfectly, and the ball was tipped. Looking for Cy Stows over here, and they brought corner blitz, Randy, off both ends. And the ball was tipped and incomplete. So both defenses dialing up some blitzes here early in this game.
Cy Stows, Tyree looking for a hitch pattern short side of the field, and Cy was continuing to run a different pattern. So a miscommunication back there, as they will bring Cole Grogan into the football game. Wishbone formation they're showing on 4th down and 6.
Probably try the hard snap count. And now he's going to run back into punt formation. Plenty of time on the clock, 12 seconds on the play clock. Cole is our punter. And take the snap. It's going to be a quick punt. Gets off a good punt. Gamble's going to field it at the 16-yard line. Sidesteps one guy, 20, 25, and on his feet, and they're going to get a block in the back, way back here. And Daniel Bland, the big offensive tackle and guard, comes up and about tears his head off. But there is a penalty flag back at the 20. That'll be a block in the back, so that'll back Oxford up inside the red zone.
Nice snap back by Stuart Ward. Decent kick by Cole as he gets this one down inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. It was scary, though. You don't want Trey Gamble with a football in his hands.
Dangerous.
As few times as possible tonight with open field. But Wildcats will push this one back, and this one's going to start the drive. So field position battle still being won by the Wildcats early on. 1st and 10 for Oxford at their own 10.
Can you remember a defense, Randy, as opportunistic as this one this year? So many, that's double-digit interceptions now in the season for the Wildcats.
Well, your secondary players are able to find the football and make plays on it. And we mentioned over the years, some of the problems have not been the skill and the athleticism at the corners, just turning your head and finding the football. And this year, our safeties have been the one, especially Tyree Gray, to step up and make some interceptions.
8:27, Oxford with the football at their own 10. Ball in the near hash, moving left to right. Weber in the shotgun takes it, going to hand it off left side. It's Gamble. Gamble's got a block. 10, 15, 20. He's got a big lane. Tyree's the only one back there to stop him, and he does at the 40, 41-yard line as he was patiently running to the left side and found a lane, and he is a dangerous player. Maybe the best individual skill position player we've seen so far this season.
Great play, and this is a better block on the left side. The seal block works out. Outside linebacker gets blocked out there as well, and Gamble's just off to the races. And very seldom have we seen this defensive unit get bitten with a long run. That's one of the longest ones I can remember on the season, Brett.
33 yards and a first down for Oxford, up to the 43, and Gamble again. Now, quarterback going to keep it this time, Weber, across midfield into Wildcat territory. A little pushing and shoving going on after the play there, but right now they've got that read option running pretty good. 8 yards for Weber that time, 2nd and 2.
A great read. Tay Robinson nose tackle back there in the backfield. He gets on Gamble right as the ball is faked to him, but Weber goes down the right side and picks up big chunks of yardage. This time they're going to have one back in the backfield, and that back's going to be Trey Gamble.
Yeah, Gamble in the Wildcat formation, and he'll split Weber over here, and he'll take it and run it right up the middle, and the Wildcats stop him just short, I believe, of a first down. We'll see where the official mark is, but there was no doubt what was going to go on there. Direct snap to Gamble, and as he runs it forward. I believe it will be 3rd down and short, Randy.
Yeah, they'll call it 3rd down, maybe 6 inches at the most to go here. On 3rd down, we'll call it 1. 7:12 to go in the first period. We're scoreless as the ball is now moved from the 10 of Oxford to the Wildcat 47.
7:05 to go here in the first quarter. Oxford with a 3rd down and inches. Pistol formation, going to hand off Gamble. He's got it. Breaks through 40, and then he's upended and flipped over by Tyree Gray across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. And so right now, the line of scrimmage is being won by that Oxford Yellow Jacket offensive line.
Not sure we've said that all year. Even the Opelika game, it was forced turnovers by Opelika's defense, and Opelika's offense didn't do a whole lot outside of a couple of breakdowns in the secondary for some big plays. But right now, they're opening up holes on this Wildcat defensive front. 1st and 10, Oxford.
6:45 to go here in the first quarter. Oxford 3 wide down here to the bottom. Going to send Gamble out of the backfield in motion over to the left side. Empty for Weber. A blitz going down the far sideline. Pass is out of bounds and incomplete. Looking for Gamble as he split out wide by himself. Good coverage that time. Weber wasted it into the boundary. 2nd down and 10.
Rodney Carroll does an outstanding job, as he has all season long, staying back in man-on-man coverage. Tyree Gray comes across from safety. This ball's thrown in the field of play. Either of those two have a chance at an interception there. 2nd and 10, 6:27 to go in the first.
William Weber, the quarterback for Oxford, has 2nd and 10. Gamble will line up beside him in the shotgun. 2 wide up to the top. 1 down here to the wide side as they move left to right. Going to hand off to Gamble. Gamble is trying to kick it outside, and that time they got him moving sideline to sideline, Randy, and got him for about a half a yard loss maybe over on that left side as a penalty flag is down here on the near side. We'll have to check that. May have been an illegal formation by Oxford. We'll check head official Eugene Reynolds here. 6:15 to go here in the first quarter. That time the Wildcats did a great job of not allowing him to turn his shoulders, Randy, and get going upfield.
Yeah, pretty sure it's A.J. Russell, inside backer, out to make the first hit. Rodney Carroll comes across, also gets in on the action. They'll take this one back if our Wildcats defenders, as they're talking about it, though, Brett. It's 2nd down. Excuse me. It's going to be, 3rd and 10 or 11?
It'll be 3rd and 11 if they don't accept it. So tough decision here to make. They have not rolled the down marker over yet, Coach Horn. And looking over, it's an illegal shift. It will be declined, so it brings up 3rd down and 10. 3rd and 11.
We'll go into the nickel package. Brandon Lowry out. Scott Sturdivant back into the football game for the Wildcats. You got a point at Gamble.
Got to find him.
Double him up here. Don't let him beat you. 6:15 to go in the first. 3rd down and 11. Huge play as this ball's resting on the Wildcat 39.
Watch for a quick screen as he split to the top of the formation with an inside receiver. That's Jacob Cook lined up beside Gamble. Weber in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Looking down the middle of the field. Now he's going to take it and throw it, and he's got Jacob Cook. Pass was complete. No, he dropped it. Incomplete. As we hit him from behind and from the front side. So Jacob Cook lining up in that slot position, Randy, ran an inside route, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, just a dig route right there at the first down marker, 12, 15 yards. Tyree Gray makes this play. If he doesn't come up from safety, this one's an easy catch and an easy first down, but Tyree knocks it away. punting situation, they'll send the quarterback deep to punt for Oxford.
5:57 to go here in the first quarter. Points may be a premium tonight as both defenses bending but not breaking. Wildcats have only had one offensive possession so far. Oxford in the punt formation. And an end-over-end punt. And Rodney let it go smartly. Inside the 5 as let the ball roll in. Got to stand on that 10-yard line. If it's over your head, you got to let it go. And he did such, and the Wildcats get the ball on the 20.
As Rodney Carroll's still back there to return punts for the Wildcats. I talked with Marquise Odom before the game. Marquise will take another 3 weeks off. He feels really good. Could have gone if needed, but
no
wants
sense
to make
to
sure.
rush.
Yeah, make sure when he comes back he's at full health. Marquise, an outstanding athlete here, not only with football, but baseball is probably his meal ticket moving forward, and he knows that. So first down and 10 Wildcats, ball at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and he had really started to become a force offensively for the Wildcats. Wildcats first and 10 at their own 20, shotgun formation. Tyree's going to stick in the belly of Chase Burton, boy, and they slam him down right there at the 20-yard line. Nothing doing over there again on the play. That's Kenny Britt Jr. He's made a couple of big tackles so far here in this first quarter.
Chase Burton leading this Wildcat rushing attack, 109 attempts, 445 yards. So right at 4 yards a carry. He barely gets one there. We'll call it 2nd and 9.
Pistol formation set now 2 wide. Q Johnson slides over. Going to stick in the belly. Chase Burton, he breaks through this time, 25-30, over the 32-33-yard line, and there's the first Wildcat first down of the night. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. That was a 13-yard gain.
Wildcats like something they see right there in the center of this defensive front. If you do more point at the nose tackle, I'd give us a 30 to 40-pound weight differential. Actually, that's their defensive end moving out, but we're definitely 30 to 40 pounds larger than their defensive line.
Trips now to the top. Going to hand it to Chase again as he cuts back inside, and another big stick right there at the line of scrimmage, sliding down. Making the play is Kenny Britt Jr. again, Randy. That's 3 tackles.
I'll give you a terrible piece of news that I read this week as we saw out here in that Opelika game. Roy Yancey, who's one of the better linebackers we've seen on this field, torn ACL
That's
out
terrible.
for the season. I hated to hear that. Read that this week, Brett. I forgot to tell you.
Man, so many guys tear those ACLs, and just very tough. Play action over the middle. Q Johnson, a big catch. 45, midfield, 40. He's pulling away. 30, 20, 10. He's gone. Touchdown. Q Johnson, the senior wide receiver, broke it down the middle of the field for a Wildcat touchdown.
And that's a great job right here. We call it, I guess, an old tight end dump almost, if I'm trying to explain it to you. And Q has lined up in double tight formation. You can throw it to a slot receiver. Nonetheless, you fake, and you quickly throw it across the middle of the field. And Q Johnson outruns everyone
Pulled
from the
away.
50-yard line and takes it in for a big Wildcat touchdown. 4:20 to go here in the first.
Randy, tremendous athlete, and has been screaming for the ball, and Tyree's getting a lot better as this year goes along, and he put the ball dead on the money in traffic, and Q Johnson did the rest. And Cole Grogan will be on for the extra point. There's the snap, the place, a good-looking kick by Cole.
Cole can do it. Let me tell you, he's talented. He's talented kicking the football, and these soccer guys can get it done.
30-second timeout on the field. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout with you. 7-0 is your S&S Discount Tire score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 60 years, East Central Alabama has relied on Jackson Refrigeration for installation and service on all brands, including Rheem, Goodman, and York. Now we've expanded into A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, a division of Jackson Refrigeration. We still make your comfort our priority and expect our staff to be the most experienced, dedicated, and trained to give you the highest quality of sales and service. When choosing your heating and air company, choose our family of professionals. The all-new A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, the all-new division of Jackson Refrigeration. In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
Just for the look you give, just for the style of it. Where did you get that smile that fits you so perfectly?
A big time smile and a small town price. Get a George Hardy smile, you'll be smiling twice.
George Hardy Dentistry, a big time smile at a small town price.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
Times change, but what Alabama banks on never changes. In good times or difficult times, people in Alabama know they can bank on community ties, common history, strong relationships, and trusted experience. That's why for over 110 years, Tallapoosa County has banked with Alliant. Log on to AlliantBank.com or come by one of our convenient locations and experience the same friendly service. Alliant, a century of banking on Alabama. Alliant Bank, a division of U.S. Ameribank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Alex City Chiropractic, we can help you identify and correct health issues caused by misalignments of your spine that disrupt normal nerve communication between your brain and your body. At Alex City Chiropractic, we correct these misalignments by gently adjusting your spine, allowing your brain to better communicate with your body, resulting in improved health for you. At Alex City Chiropractic, you can receive chiropractic care to maintain the integrity of your spine and nervous system. Call Alex City Chiropractic today and let us help you reach your peak performance.
For over 30 years, Lackey's Floor Covering has been the name you can trust for premium name brand flooring. For 2 generations, Lackey's has made it easy to give your home that fresh look. Get better value without sacrificing on quality with names like Shaw's Carpet. No matter what room or style, we have the flooring you need with quality carpet, hardwood, and tile. Lackey's can consistently quote and install premium floors without busting your wallet. Let Lackey's Floor Covering show you how easy it is to get that fresh look in your home.
7-0, Wildcats on top. Randy, I'll let you run down that scoring drive.
4 plays, 80 yards, a 64-yard touchdown catch by Q Johnson from Tyree Gray. It took 1:27. Wildcats lead 7-0.
And Cole Grogan will pooch kick it again, this time down the middle of the field or down that far side,
Good
and the
kick.
ball hits and goes over the head and goes into the end zone. Really wasn't designed that way. And that ball just kept drifting, and then it hit somewhere around the 7 and rolled into the end zone. And Wildcats have the Yellow Jackets at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, one thing they're trying not to do, no matter what, Trey Gamble will not have the football kicked to him.
No.
So it's just whichever side I believe that Cole makes the decision to go to. First time, he went down the left sideline. This time, kind of fakes everybody. He dekes it to the left.
Yeah,
and
it
kicks
was a lot deeper than I thought.
He kicks it back to the right, and he's got such leg strength. He really does. He kicks this one into the 10-yard line. As he just barely swings his leg. I think Cole, if he wanted to, and he got all his steps down and his timing correctly, he'd be about a 70% guy into the end zone also.
4:20 to go in the first quarter. Oxford with a third offensive possession here at their own 20. Weber in the pistol formation, going to hand off Gamble, and Gamble's hit immediately and going to be wrapped up for no gain and slammed down backwards around the 12 or 13-yard line. A host of Wildcats in there. Tyree on that play as well, coming up from safety.
You know, it's been shocking that they've been able to hit that play, honestly, because it's slow developing. They hand it off in the middle, and he tends to veer it east-west instead of north and south. He tries it here, and Brandon Lowry sits at home. Tay Robinson's in on the tackle. Scott Sturdivant right there.
Yeah.
I have a hard time believing after 2 or 3 more times they see that one's going to work again, Brett.
Weber in the shotgun formation on 2nd down and 10. Gamble beside him, 2 wide receivers tight. Now that's Gamble in motion. My goodness, Tay Robinson was all over him, and he somehow spun out of it and got around the left end. He's still on his feet across the 30-31. He is an unbelievable athlete. Tay Robinson read the play perfectly, and somehow he spun out of Tay's grasp.
I think that one was impressive, but Tay was not at full speed when he hit him. But the biggest one's this left sideline. Hugh Johnson's out there on him. Rodney Carroll's coming up. And, I mean, we got strong defenders, and he was running through us.
This guy's the real deal at wide receiver and running back, and they line him up all over the field, and he picks up another Oxford first down. First down and 10 at their own 32. 2 to either side, twin sets, ball on the far hash. Quick throw out here and just over the outstretched arms of Patrick Sire. Couldn't catch up to it, brings up second down.
Yeah, this one's pretty poorly thrown. I don't know how else to describe this one. It's a 5-yard out pattern, long side of the field. This one's not to the short side, so it was about a 20-yard throw just to get it out there. I know 5 yards would have been the gain, but Key Kendrick coming up in coverage wouldn't have been much there. Second down and 10. Wildcats lead 7-0 with 3:05 to go in the first.
Just find Gamble wherever he's lining up. And that time, the play before went on a speed sweep and we had it read perfectly. He still got 12 yards. Second down and 10. Weber drops back. Going to pump fake. Now looks to the left. Nobody to throw it to. Is going to be hit as he throws and wastes it into the Oxford boundary. Good pressure that time. Had some time to throw originally. But then we got back there on him, and he had to waste it out of bounds.
Well, it's Rodney Carroll, Scott Sturdivant in on coverage. And I think the Wildcats are doing this, but I definitely like it if they are. As Rodney Carroll goes man-to-man. Wherever Gamble is, Rodney Carroll's on him. I love him in man-to-man coverage. He has the size and the speed to hold up, and I think that's exactly what we're doing. Wherever Gamble is, Rodney Carroll is, and I like our chances. Third down and 10.
Big play here. 2 receivers to either side. Weber, shotgun. We're going to fake a blitz, now drop back. He's looking. He's going to throw, and he's a penalty flag over at the 39. Ball's loose as he's complete up to the 43-yard line, and we have a guy down. That's Q Johnson going to be helped up. But let's check the flag. Did he push off, Randy, when he was making his move? We'll check.
I think he did, but when Oxford watches this film and poor number 7 on the right side was running a deep post pattern on the backside. That is Ryan Stovall, Brett. We didn't have anybody within 20 yards. He would have walked into the end zone. They never looked that way. They hit it back on over here on the left side. I think it is pass interference, offensive pass interference.
It's going to be holding against us. It was either a push-off or us grabbing as he made the turn. I mean, it was one of the two, and they get us for grabbing jersey. So,
trust me, we get the better end of that.
Yes. Live to play another day as Weber did not see Ryan Stovall going down the far sideline. So first and 10 at their own 44 now, staying in that 2 wide receiver set to either side. So twins, 4 wide total. Gamble beside Weber in the shotgun formation. Going to change the play. Now he takes the snap, looking, quick pass over here. He hits him this time.
Good tackle. Hold
up. Key Kendrick does. He holds on and drops Jacob Cook over here for only a gain of about 2 that time. That's that same little flare pass that you just talked about a minute ago. This time he hits him, but Key Kendrick's a good open field tackle.
I'll tell you this. Key may be giving up a lot when it comes to size, but when it's closing speed and able to get in there and physically bring someone down, Key does a great job. What is he, 5'5", 150?
Maybe.
But he has great closing speed. He's not scared to stick his head in there. Only a 2-yard gain, second down and 8.
And Weber just whispered something to Gamble, so watch out. We walk up 2 backers on the outside. And ball's over his head. Ball's on the ground, and Weber's going to cradle it back here around the 33-34. Gamble is looking at the offensive lineman like that ball should have gone directly to him, and it kind of went between them, Randy. So I saw him lean over and whisper something to him. And a little bit of confusion, and we catch a huge break, a big loss back to the 36.
Third down, 19 to go, I'll call it. Minute 21 and counting here in the first with the Wildcats leading 7-0. Scary thing is you'll send Gamble wide. Yes. He lines up in the backfield, also lines up wide. And if you point up there, they actually got Rodney Carroll. They got it moved in where Q Johnson, and this is where Q's an outstanding athlete, but he's scary whenever he's not lined up on Rodney for me.
Gamble on the left side slot, and that's exactly where he's looking. Now he's under pressure. That's holding. My goodness, Jagary Tuck. And Jagary finally just says, come on, give me a break here. He ripped his jersey off, and Eugene Reynolds, the head official, throws the flag as sometimes that vision for a head official gets skewed and you can't see until a guy gets spun. He saw the handful of jersey, and that'll cost the Yellow Jackets 10.
You know, I wouldn't want their job.
No.
Honestly, it's so hard until a jersey, like you said, is tugged and you see a full handful. It's hard to know.
Look at Trey Edwards'
Trey
jersey.
Edwards had him whooped up front. That was the one that you saw. Jagary, you saw second. He was the one that finally had enough out of being held. But Rodney Carroll will go back deep.
Yeah.
He's dangerous back there at the 35-yard line for the Wildcats.
All of our defensive linemen are having to get their jerseys readjusted by the coaches as they come off. A lot of penetration that time by the defensive front. And there's a good snap. Oh, almost a block there off the left side by A.J. Russell. Rodney Carroll fields it. And they said he called a fair catch, and Rodney took off running around the right side and actually had turned the corner. So I don't know if he tried to pull a fast one there on everybody. Rodney tried to sneak maybe a fake fair catch there. But anyway, we get the ball in good field position.
Try to catch up on some breaks.
Yes, we'll
here at the end of the first period, but right now it is continuous action out here.
43 seconds, David. Bear with us. I promise you we'll get to it. For some reason, the first quarter every week just flies by, and then it kind of bogs down the rest of the game. 43 seconds here remaining. We are ahead 7-0 here over Oxford. Tyree in the pistol, going to hand off. Chase Burton bounces it outside 40, and he is pulled down from behind as he crosses the 43-yard line. So a gain, we'll give him 6 yards, maybe 7 there on first down.
New receiver into the ball game. That's Latravius Kelly for the Wildcats, seeing his first action that I've seen all season long. He's an outstanding athlete. He's only a sophomore. Thought I'd mention that.
Sure.
He was out there in coverage, but a good 6-yard gain on first down, second down and 4.
And they'll have trips up there to the top. Tyree going to hand it to Chase Burton, and Chase is hit immediately and driven backwards. That was Kelvin Adams in on the tackle immediately, and that will end the first quarter. It'll be 3rd down and 4 coming up when we come back. That's the end of the first. Your S&S Discount Tire score, Wildcat 7, Yellow Jackets 0. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Experience counts in the coroner's office, and Coroner Mike Knox has over 15 years' experience. Mike Knox is one of 3 Alabama coroners who is a certified death investigator. Mike Knox is an Eagle Scout, served in our military, and is a retired police communications officer with the Alabama State Troopers. Mike Knox has the experience, Mike Knox has the integrity, and Mike Knox has the professionalism to continue as the coroner of Tallapoosa County.
This is Mike Knox. I appreciate your continued support for Coroner on November the 4th.
Pay political advertising by Mike Knox Corner.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Arctic Air and Heat, located in Jackson Gap on Highway 280. Mr. Darrell Kazai invites you to call him. Now, folks, the cold weather's coming. That's a fact. Now, he is your rain dealer. That's RHEEM. His number is 256-794-4341. That's Darrell Kazai. Ask him about central heating and air. Central heating and air. That's 256-794-4341. Kazaya. Darrell Kazaya.
When it comes to providing the very finest in funeral services, there's one name that stands alone. At Radney's Funeral Home, we take pride in our reputation as one of the leading funeral homes in this part of Alabama. Since 1938, our name has stood for honesty, integrity, and quality. These are the principles that have made Radney's Funeral Home the #1 choice when you want the very finest in funeral service for your family. Radney's Funeral Home, the independent hometown funeral home serving Tallapoosa and surrounding counties.
Did you hear Bob's termination letter had a smiley face in it?
Is that Gunderson?
Yeah. He arranged our business loan without calling Riverbank.
Doesn't he know you never get a business loan without talking to Riverbank first?
Oh, he does now?
Wow, what a dummy.
You know I can hear you, right?
Fun hat.
Yep, not weird at all.
Don't get a business loan without talking to Riverbank and Trust.
Our service runs deep.
Over the years, S&S Tire has grown into the Lake Martin area's largest volume tire dealer. S&S Tire offers the industry's best brand names: Michelin, Goodyear, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, Firestone, and much, much more. The tire pros at S&S offer professional installation and the region's best price. In addition to your tire needs, S&S offers full automotive mechanical work for all your vehicle maintenance and repair needs with the area's most experienced staff. Visit either of our 2 locations on Cherokee Road in Ellick City or at South Street in Dadeville. At S&S Tire, we're installing peace of mind for every customer we serve. Every job, every day.
Chase Elliott, tearing up the track in the Napa 9 car. It's hard to believe you're only 18.
You guys even remember what it was like when you were 18?
No, not at all.
I do. I was awesome.
Whether you're a rookie, veteran, or a legend, conquer the job with Napa Know-How.
Getting ready to start the second quarter here. Wildcats 3rd down and 4. 2 receivers to either side of the field. Tyree Gray in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Going to be a reverse. Q Johnson takes it over here around the right side. Tyree's going to lead block for him. 45. Runs over a defender down to the 40-yard line. And a first down, a little razzle-dazzle there by the offensive unit for the Wildcats as Q Johnson takes it around the right side on a reverse.
You know, the great story about Q is he's got great size. He's about 6'1", 6'2", 180 pounds, and he's physical. You see that at outside backer. He goes in north-south here and picks up big chunks of yardage down to the Oxford 40.
17 yards on the carry. That's a first down, compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. At the Yellow Jacket 40 now, pistol formation. Burton behind Gray. Gray's going to hand it to Chase Burton. Chase is put down immediately right there. Another great tackle. That's 2 in a row by Kelvin Adams Jr., putting him down right there at the line of scrimmage.
Their 2 middle backers are very good. Both of them are great open field tacklers, and they get their headgear in there, and what are they, 215 apiece?
Yes, sir.
They look the part also. So no gain, 2nd down and 10. 5 first downs allowed by the Wildcat defense. There in the first, we only gave up 7 for Stanhope. That tells you what kind of offense Oxford's got.
Yeah, tremendous offense. Trips over there, 2nd down and 10. Pac-Man now, the running back, but Tyree keeps it. 35, down inside the 30 to the 28, and he's got another Wildcat first down. And, man, he has another gear. When he pulls that ball and sees the lane, Randy, he takes it up the middle about as quick as I've seen anybody.
Yeah, he's tough as nails, but you can tell he's a little bit ginger on that right leg. When he gets going north-south, you're fine. You can go, but when you got to have a cut or something, you see right there, you break down a bit. Nonetheless, Tyree's a great game control, a game manager out there for the Wildcats, picks up a first down.
Yeah, 11 yards there. Quick snap, Tyree going to run it to the right side this time, and they twist him up bad right there at the 25. Let's hope he can hop up there as he got bent backwards, and he's still on his back and going to hop up. That is a definite scary looking thing when you run that read option and you keep it. And they all kind of collapsed on him. Randy, we're going hurry up here.
Hurry up, 10:28 and counting here in the second. Wildcats lead 7-0, moving the football. It's a big scoring opportunity for the Wildcats as this one's down to the Oxford 25.
Stay in the pistol formation. Pac-Man this time again at tailback, and he will fake it. Sprint out pass over there. He's got his receiver. Cuts outside. Great block. 20 down to about the 16-yard line, and that was Latravius Kelly, Randy, into the game. As you said, seeing his first action, really, that tremendous-looking athlete out
Buck
there.
Kelly's an outstanding athlete. His father was also, and this is a swing pass out short side of the field. He's about 1 step away down that left sideline. You can tell he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
He needs to put a little weight on.
He caught a good block over there.
Yeah, he's a great athlete, though, and he does pick up the first down. First down and 10, ball's resting at the 18.
You know, Wildcats on the move here. Shotgun formation, a trip set down here to the wide side of the field as the Wildcats move left to right. Tyree pump fake. He's wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats going to back into it. What a great-looking play that time. Carter Lloyd was just looking up going, when is the ball going to drop into my hands? Tyree looked over, and I think he was shocked that he was wide open. Nobody went with Carter Lloyd, and that's about as easy a 17-yard throw as you can make.
I tell you what about this offense, though. Tyree, you can tell his confidence level is increasing.
Good.
He's scary with the ball in his hands running, and the defense knows that more than anything. But now he's hitting open receivers, and watch out.
Randy, this is about as much improvement from a start of a season to about 5-6 games in as I've ever seen. He is really coming to his own throwing the football, and that was a gorgeous, gorgeous throw to Carter Lloyd. There's the snap, the place, and there is the strong leg, but he pushed it over there. Cole Grogan, he does have a tremendous leg, but he pushed it to the right. So the Wildcats up 13-0. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Family owned and operated, Holly's Home Furnishings is the Lake Martin area's best choice for all of your furniture needs. Whether you're looking for something new for the living room, dining room, or bedroom, Holly's has something you'll love for every room in your house. Holly's has a great selection of furniture in the most popular names like Lane, Broyhill, Rowe Furniture, as well as the best names in mattresses like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You can even get beautiful home decor, everything your home needs, at Holly's Home Furnishings, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City. Visit their website at holleyshomefurnishings.com.
Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City has so much to offer, like the brand new Spirit jerseys, great assortment of picture frames, Alabama and Auburn items. You can get your game on in a heartbeat there. They also have Candleberry candles like Carolina Sugarcane Mist, Rock Salt Ice Cream, Watermelon Ranger, new pillar candle holders. Then for the bridal registry, they have monogram crosses, framing, and trays. We also have new floral items such as stems, bouquets, and topiaries. Be sure to get your lake items, and don't forget Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Book your next Walt Disney World vacation. Contact Fairy Tale Journeys LLC at 256-825-2668 or at fairytalejourneys.com.
Whether it's a wakeboard boat or a cruiser, pontoon or runabout, big or small, every boat needs some tunes. Here's what you can count on from the Car Stereo Shop. The best products, the best pricing. Let me take that one step further. Bring me your best price in writing, and if I can't match it or beat it, I'll buy your gas. And the best warranty, 100% parts and labor. If you can't get your boat to us, we'll come to you, or call us at the Car Stereo Shop at 334-887-8422.
Football, tailgating, and an award-winning vehicle from Bice Motors in Alex City. You can't beat this time of year.
Get in the game and score big!
The summer clearance event continues, and all 24 teams have to go.
Oh, they don't know the play.
I told them twice.
Guaranteed lowest price. I will pay you the difference in price twice.
Buy it at Bice!
BiceChryslerDodge.com.
Hello, I'm Russell Building Supply, and I'm the big box store. Hey, Box, we just helped a man who wanted to build a new deck.
Oh, yeah? How'd you do that?
Well, he came in, made an appointment with one of our project engineers, which is free, by the way, walked him through the materials list, and helped him with each step. Now he has a beautiful new deck, all at our low price guarantee.
Well, I just helped a guy that wanted to build a brand new deck.
Really? How?
I sent him over to aisle number 24, you know, the lumber aisle.
9 locations serving Lake Martin and Central Alabama.
When you're on Lake Martin and looking for your own boat, it pays to know what the locals know. Alex City Marine in Alex City and the all-new Alex City Marine South on Highway 63 across from the Mini Mall is Lake Martin's premier Landau pontoon boat dealer and the area's authorized Suzuki, Honda, and Mercury outboard dealer. Alex City Marine has the industry's best brands, and they back it up with the industry's best boat repair with marine-certified specialists that get it done right. Whether summerization or a full overhaul, Alex City Marine has you covered on both ends of the lake. Know what the locals know. Alex City Marine, Lake Martin's complete sales and service center with 2 locations to serve you.
Randy, a little version of Michael Jackson by Carter Lloyd as he moonwalked his way into the end zone as he was so wide open he just backed up. But a great throw and catch that time. Tyree Gray to Carter Lloyd. Wildcats up 13-0. Pooch kick, 20-yard line, 25, stutter step. Outside, breaks it. And now you got 2 men over here and going to hit him from behind. A hard lick. I believe that was Trey Edwards coming up and spilling him, but another good return by Oxford here inside Wildcat territory down to the 46.
8 plays, 64 yards on that scoring drive. 17-yard pass from Tyree Gray to Carter Lloyd. Took 2:50 off the clock. Wildcats now lead after missing that extra point. 13-0 so far. Tyree Gray, 4 of 5 throwing the ball, 93 yards and 2 touchdowns.
I hate to sound like a broken record, but I am so impressed with the the growing up of Tyree Gray as the starting quarterback. Man, he is a tremendous, tremendous athlete. We've known that, but, man, he is just playing better and better. Shot out of a cannon, as you let everybody know, it's just about a half of a hiccup away from going, as he ripped off 6 yards there, Gamble up the middle, and, man, he is one step anywhere on the field from going the distance.
Trey Edwards holds on, defensive end, grabs him about the 44-yard line. He picks up another 2 or 3 yards, 2nd down and 6. But let me tell you, he was gone if he gets past Trey.
And he is a tremendous-looking athlete. 9:12 to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 13-0, 2nd down and 4. Weber in the shotgun formation, going to take it, give it to Gamble. He's trying to kick it outside. Not going to do it. Going to be dropped at the 40 after a gain of only 1 yard that time. And you can see the Wildcats having their eye on Gamble. And Tredarian Gamble going to hop up a little bit slow that time. 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Jackets.
You want to see him okay, honestly.
Yeah, no
I was
doubt.
looking down there on the field. Such a great athlete. You don't want to see anybody stay down like that. But Jagary Tuck in on the stop. Scott Sturdivant, Sam Sturdivant also gang tackling for the Wildcats there. Maybe 1 yard on the gain. 3rd down and 4. They'll this 4-down territory without a doubt as the ball's resting on the Wildcat 40.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4. Shotgun, Gamble beside Weber. 2 wide receivers to either side as the Yellow Jackets move right to left. Snap. Now it's going to be a quarterback draw to the left side, and going to be a holding penalty over here as Scott Sturdivant dropped him at the 39-yard line along with Tay Robinson. But this one will be coming back. Wildcats, I would think, take the penalty because they would probably go for it here. It'd be about 4th and 2 coming up, and they will. Coach Horn points, and they will back them up 10 yards from there.
8:05 to go in the second. Offense has been outstanding in the early part of the ball game. We were impressed with the offensive front for Oxford to kick this thing off. They've got a big 195, 200-pound tailback, wide receiver, their playmaker in the backfield. But for the most part, Brett, especially in the secondary, we've stood our ground. They missed a wide-open receiver earlier that they didn't hit, but I still like us in man coverage.
I do too. Hey, look, until they start beating you, you stay with what you've got, and that's what we're doing. That's how much confidence Coach B has and Coach Horn in this secondary. 3rd down and 14, ball at midfield. We're going to bring a blitz from the backside. They pick it up, and they've got a wide-open receiver down at the sticks at the 36-yard line and catches it, and Tyree comes up and trying to talk to everybody, saying somebody was out of position and somebody blew a coverage as Tyree came up and knocked his legs out from under him. He's going to be just short, it looks like. Not going to give him the first down as they had to run over and look, but picked up 14 yards and a first down. That was a big play.
Had to be a wheel route, right sideline. We just don't pick it up. I think we're in man coverage. It looks like we're in cover 1 up there, about 2 yards off of the receiver, but we miss him, and they do pick up the first down.
S&S Discount Tire score, Wildcats 13, Yellow Jackets 0. There's an A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. We'll take one with them. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 7:48 to go here in the first half. Going to hand off Gamble. Gamble stood up at the line of scrimmage and falls forward inside the 35 and didn't quite get to the 34-yard line. So we'll give him a yard there, and he hits the hole about as hard as you'll see any back.
I think that's Jagary Tuck, Scott Sturdivant, Tay Robinson in on the stop. Gamble with 7:30 to go in the second. He's had 10 touches for 77 yards. That's in 22 plays, so half of the time Oxford going for Gamble somewhere on the field. Wildcats lead 13-0, 2nd down and 9.
That's smart on their part. Get the ball in their playmakers' hands as much as you can. Weber on 2nd down and 9 in the shotgun. Going to hand it to Gamble again, and he slides through. Man, he's still on his feet across the 30, fighting across the 25. This strong tailback runs inside the 25 down to about the 23, and he's got another Oxford Yellow Jacket first down.
You know, I mentioned earlier his nickname's Big Man. He's playing like a big man obsessed out there. Counter play, short side. He gets at least 7 or 8 yards with 2 men on his back right there. First down and 10. Ball is now down to the 22-yard line of the Wildcats. 6:56 and counting here in the second quarter. Oxford's on the move.
Wildcats got to watch Trey Gamble there. Tremendous athlete. 1 receiver split to either side here, 1st and 10. At the Wildcat 23, this time he pulls it. Weber stumbles And if you ever stumble and lose your balance around the right side, you're not going anywhere, and they drop him for pretty much no gain on the play there. So to bring up second down.
It's Tay Robinson's the reason here. He wanted to hand off to Gamble, but a great job pulling it because Tay had Gamble hit 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I don't know if the center touched him that time, and Tay does get the hit on Gamble. Gamble a little bit slow getting up. No gain on the play on the right side for the quarterback, though. Second down and 10, ball still at the 22.
As you mentioned, a tremendous night against Opelika for Trey Gamble. That tells you probably the best defense, one of the best in the state. And he had outstanding stats here. Play action, going to look over here on the left side, throws a pass. Pass is tipped up by Key Kendrick, and he almost intercepted it. Key Kendrick would have had 70, 80 yards of clear running room for a touchdown if he holds on to that ball, because it was only he and Jacob Cook over here, and he had great coverage over on Cook.
Yeah, they were looking for a flag pattern. The receiver wanted the ball in the corner of the end zone, slightly underthrown. Key Kendrick back there in perfect coverage. Nonetheless, even if it was thrown perfectly, I think he was in good position. He makes a break on it, knocks it up in the air, and almost takes it. If he picks this one off, he's down this right sideline also. So 5:51 to go. Huge play here for Oxford, third down and 10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, 20. It doesn't matter with this team, Randy. They can strike from anywhere, so not safe. Got to get off the field here. 2 to either side. Shotgun snap, under pressure. He's just going to tug and run this time. Rolls to the right. Doesn't go over the line of scrimmage and throws a jump ball up for Cook, and he comes down with it in man coverage. He thought about running the ball, Randy, and then kind of slid down the line of scrimmage and just threw the ball up for grabs. And Cook out-jumped Key Kendrick for the ball in the back corner of the end zone.
If he didn't pass the line of scrimmage, he is right on the line of scrimmage.
Whole body has to go across. That's the rule. The
line of scrimmage is the 23-yard line?
Yeah.
Was he not close to the 20?
From where I saw it, looked like he slid down. I may have not seen it correctly, as the extra point is up and good for Oxford. So it's 13-7. But, hey, regardless of what happened, a great play that time by the quarterback for Oxford as he slid down the line of scrimmage, and William Weber throws it up to Cook in the back corner of the end zone. And
T. Coley also won standing there at the 30.
And this time they'll pooch it on the right side, and they're going to pooch it to Nicole Maxwell. 30-yard line, looking for seam, and found a little bit of a hole across the 40 up to the 42, and he's another guy that if he breaks through that initial line, he can take it to the house. And a good return that time by the youngster as he gets it across up to the 41-yard line. Coach Horn said it over the course of a game, it equals about 5 to 7 extra first downs a team has to get. Tyree going to sprint out to the left under pressure, and nothing going on over there as he faked the handoff, rolled out, looked like he wanted to throw it over there to Cy Stows, and Cy was covered up. So Tyree with nowhere to go with the ball and lost about a half a yard.
Clock is rolling. 5:10 to go in the second. Wildcats lead 13-7. Great field position, as we mentioned, but a 2-yard loss, actually a 1-yard loss.
About a half yard there.
And we'll trips it down here to the bottom side of the field as they're back there in a zone coverage. Should be some open area with a wheel route. I'd look for Buck Kelly here.
And Pistol going to look over here to the right, but he's under pressure there. And going to throw a little quick pass to Carter Lloyd, and Carter gets up somehow back to the line of scrimmage plus a yard. So
it's a great job in the secondary.
Yeah.
The corner steps up, and he's able to take Buck Kelly out of his route. A physical cornerback, and when you're able to not get off a bump coverage right there, that's what you see. A 1-yard gain, but we've got a penalty flag across the way.
Yeah, across the way there is a hanky on the field. So let's see what the play is. See what the call is, rather. 4:36 to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 6, 13-7. And this Oxford Yellow Jacket team can strike from anywhere on the field. As they got on the board here in their last possession. So a sideline warning against Oxford. The next one will be a 5-yard penalty. 13-7 Wildcats will go here on 3rd down and 9 with 5 wide. Tyree by himself in the shotgun. 3 up to the wide, 2 down here to the weak side. And I think we
they got a timeout across the.
Did they call a timeout for Oxford? No, they're going to get Oxford for a neutral zone infraction, I believe. As I can hear the coaches to my left over here from Oxford get a little upset with somebody down there. And we'll get a free 5 yards there, so it'll be 3rd and short now for the Wildcats. We'll need about 4 yards.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4:29 to go. Ball is now up to the Wildcat 47-yard line. Still a lot of time on that clock with the Wildcats leading 13-7. See if we change up our decision-making here, and we will change up who's in the football game.
Yeah.
Chase Burton back in, and we'll go in that.
That's the Wolf package.
Wolf package, which is just a version of the wing T package back there in the shotgun.
And Tyree going to hand it straight ahead to Chase Burton. He's still fighting. He's going to spin across midfield, and he is going to be short of a first down by about 2 or 3 inches, if that. Now, the spot looks good. It's going to be real close. I think he's going to be about 2 or 3 inches short. And Eugene Reynolds is going to call for the change to come out to be sure. 3:48 to go here in the first half. Really need to get a first down here, Randy, and keep this ball with 3:48. Don't want to give it back to Oxford. Plenty of time for either team, whoever gets it on offense. And they'll bring the chains out. Could not eye it. It's that close.
Nonetheless, heavy package set to come into the ball game. Wishbone formation. See Nicole Maxwell back there. I think we're at least 6 inches short.
Stretch it. It's close, real close. And we will be, as you said, about half a football short.
4th down, they'll call it a half yard. Nicole Maxwell into the ball game.
We're going to go for it.
Chase Burton in the ball game. Scott Sturdivant coming in, and we'll go back in that
Wishbone
formation. Actually, Nicole comes out, and we'll put Pac-Man into the ball game instead.
Wishbone formation, mano right here for 6 inches. 3:48 to go here. Ball just across the midfield stripe inside Yellow Jacket territory. And Oxford a little confused on defense. Wildcats are ready to go. Wildcats under center now. Wishbone formation, Tyree going to check. And they're going to call a timeout. They were way out of position. Something going on the defensive side for Oxford. We'll spend an A&M Plumbing timeout with them. 13-7, Wildcats lead Oxford. That is your S&S Discount Tire score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 13-7, Wildcats lead it. 4th down and inches here, just across midfield. Randy, we're going to send out the offensive unit here in the Wishbone formation.
Well, yeah, we are. Scott Sturdivant, fullback, Pac-Man Norris, Chase Burton back there behind Tyree Gray. And I like to call mano-a-mano, see what we do. I'd probably send Tyree straight ahead.
Tyree going to look like change the play. Going to resettle under center. This time going to hand it Chase Burton. He bounces off, and he's going to stretch forward just for the first down. He got it. And the coach is out on the field for Oxford, almost to the numbers, saying that he didn't get it. And Chase Burton was hit initially, did not get it, but bounced off, kept his forward momentum going.
It's
Man,
close.
That spot is
it's close.
Yeah, I don't know if he did or not. I tell you,
it's right there on it. So if you saw the South Carolina Georgia game, and
this is what this is about to be.
That's about exactly where that spot was in the football game also. And just looking from here, I think he's got it by the nose of the ball.
Ooh, he does. Does have it. First down, and I thought the Oxford might as well just gotten him to bring the chains out because he was already out at the numbers, slamming the turf with his hand. A little frustration there because so close to getting a stop there for Oxford. But Chase Burton kept his legs driving, Randy, and bounced off that initial contact and just barely got enough for a first. We stay in the Wolf package. One receiver to either side. And Tyree takes it and going to fake the handoff, and he's got a lane over here. 45 cuts outside 40, 35-30, and out of bounds inside the 30. Out of bounds, let's say the 37-yard line is where they mark him down. Tyree that time faked the handoff to Chase and pulled it around the right side and had a clean lane down this right side.
Actually down to the 27-yard line, big chunks of yards.
Yeah, excuse me, 27.
Great speed. 3:15 to go, Brett, here in the second. Plenty of time. Wildcats lead 13-7. Let's see if we'll continue to keep it on the ground, run some clock. Hate to say it, you don't really want to give them the football back. 3 minutes left.
Yeah, 23 yards there on that carry for Tyree, down to the 27. Going to hand it this time to
Good
Chase
run.
Burton across the 20-yard line, bouncing off of Oxford Yellow Jackets, close to another Wildcat first down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. 3:03 to go here in the first half of play, and there will be a timeout on the field. We will take an A&M Plumbing timeout with them as Oxford spins their second timeout of the first half. 13-7 is your SNS Discount Tire score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network. 2:58 to go, just short of a first down. They'll give him 9.5 yards there. So second down and inches. Ball on the Oxford Yellow Jacket 18-yard line.
Quick score update out there. Region game. Opelika leads Chelsea 21-7. That one's in the second period. At 2:58, you do have a timeout there. I love the run. It was a 9-yard gain. Set up second down and 1. So clock was going to roll on off right there. Chase Burton with a beautiful run. We'll probably keep it on the ground here, I'm sure, and continue to roll that clock as much as possible.
One receiver split to either side. Cy Stowe's way up to the top. Hugh Johnson down here to the bottom, going to send Pac-Man in motion. He'll take it on the counter play, and they snuffed that out. Good job that time by the defensive unit. And it's a little extracurricular that time as one of the Yellow Jackets lost his headgear. That was Jacob Shake as he shook out of his headgear. So it'll be third down, coming up 3rd and inches.
Hard to keep your eye on the offensive line, but I think Stuart Ward's, he's after some folks. I see him down there several yards behind the line of scrimmage, bulldogging people to the ground.
Tyree straight ahead, going to fall forward behind Stewart. And there's Daniel Bland getting a little pushing going on. This offensive unit's not going to take anything from anybody, and they'll get after you. This has been going on for 4 or 5 years now, this offensive line unit. Wildcats do pick up a first down. Compliments of Cardiology of Central Alabama. I know they don't have to measure this. He fell forward for 3 yards down to the 16-yard line. Maybe having a little discussion on calming some things down a little bit, but they're still looking at the ball. I'm going to give him a first down. I don't know what was being looked at right there, but he fell forward for 3. And he only needed half of a football, so 2:18 on the clock. 2:19 rather. Clock will start on the blow of the whistle. And there we go. Pistol formation, actually wolf package still on the wing tee. And option pitch over here. Pac-Man, 15-10, breaks a tackle 5, into the end zone, reaches the ball across, touchdown, Wildcats. A great job that time out of the wolf package. The 4th option that we've seen there. Pull it, fake it, run around the end, and then pitch it, Randy. And Pac-Man did the rest from 16 yards out.
He's a great, great athlete. He's so strong in the lower half, and he gets hit at the 7 and just stays low to the ground. They finally roll off of him. He's still up, and he just scampers it right into the right corner of the end zone. That's 3 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. All 3 of them been outstanding.
Yeah, he is a game breaker. Q Johnson is a game breaker. Tyree Gray is a game breaker. And we'll go for 2 here, and we'll split out 2 receivers down here to the bottom. 2 up to the top in a bunch set. Stows and Johnson going to send Big Anthony Parker in motion out here, and he'll split out wide. My goodness. Guys moving all over the place. Tyree going to take the snap. Looking. Going to throw opposite corner for Sturdivant, and he couldn't get it, and there's a penalty flag over on the far side. We'll see what the call is. It's against them. It's against Oxford. So we'll get a chance to do this again, I think. We'll look and see. Yeah, I don't know. I think so. See what the call is. Offensive unit staying on the field. Now they'll walk off. They'll get illegal procedure against us. So
I thought it was a lot of movement.
There was a lot of movement.
A lot of chance for problems there, but
sometimes
a neat formation. I did like the look. 7 plays, 59 yards on the scoring drive, a 17-yard touchdown run by Pac-Man Norris. 3:29 goes off the clock. 2-minute warning left up there. Exactly 2 minutes to go. 19-7, Wildcats lead.
Coach Horn not buying that. I think he's saying, Not too sure y'all knew what the legal procedure was there, but an explanation, and we'll move on. 19-7, Wildcats lead, 2 minutes to go. And Cole Grogan will kick off left to right. Karen Snell, State Farm Insurance kickoff coming up. The pink BR out there tonight, painted by the Alex City Parks and Rec department.
Fields looked outstanding last week. A lot of compliments throughout the week for what the field looked like last week, and it looks equally as good tonight. We Are BR is the hashtag, so if you're talking Benjamin Russell High School athletics, why don't you do that? Put a hashtag out there, We Are BR.
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. And there's a high end over end kick. It's going to be bobbled and dropped inside the 5, going to scoop it up, and, man, a bullet right there, and a penalty flag coming in late. That was number 16 for the Wildcats, Nicole Maxwell, coming in and knocking him off his feet, and a late penalty flag comes in down around the 20-yard line.
Nice kick by Cole Grogan. That's about a 4-step.
Blocking the back.
Yeah, blocking the back, but about a 4-step approach to the football, and he hits this one inside the 5, so great leg strength. Better job back there in coverage. Lots of speed by Nicole Maxwell. Minute 51 to go in the second. 19-7, Wildcats lead. Quick scores around the state. Phoenix City and Smith Station knotted up at 7, second quarter. Lee Montgomery leads Enterprise 17-10. That one's in the second. Muscle Shoals 14, Hartselle 7. That one's in the second. Leeds up 14-0 over Hanley. Sylacauga leads Talladega 13-6. And Reeltown up 14-0 on Ranburne. That's a huge game, region championship implications there. Reeltown leads 14-0.
Football's an interesting game week to week. I don't think anybody would have thought Phoenix City and Smith Station would be knotted up at 7 in the second quarter. A little quick pitch around the right side, and one hole bounces it outside. Gamble is dangerous as he turns the corner, gets it up to about the 16-yard line there. So we'll give him 7 yards there on first down.
Trey Edwards in on the stop, short side of the field. Such strength back there by the running back at 200 pounds.
Not quite 7.
Yeah, they're going to pull this one back. They'll show it a 6-yard gain.
Went out of bounds.
Second down and 4. Plenty of time, I think, left. They do have one timeout left with 1:44 to go, but terrible field position. Ball's down at Oxford 15.
Shotgun. Handoff, Gamble around the right side, and he's going to have a first down, lowers his shoulder, and is run out of bounds at the 20-21-yard line. So a minute and 38 seconds, they pick up a first down, and they'll keep the chains moving here. Wildcats need to watch for a big play here. At some point in time, you got to expect they're going to go deep down the field.
That clock has stopped, though, in 1:38. 19-7, Wildcats lead.
Shotgun formation. William Weber, 2 receivers to either side. Ball on the far hash. Takes it, shoots a quick slant, didn't even move when he took the snap. And he was looking for Ryan Stovall on a quick slant. And we have a guy, is that Trey? No, that's Jagary Tucker, a little slow in getting up. He's going to walk it off there, be second down and 10.
A.J. Russell coming out. New defenders coming into the ball game for the Wildcats. It's actually Christopher Doss trying to get a little bit of change up on the defensive front to get a pass rush, only sending 4 men after. It's actually a 3-man defensive front going after the quarterback here.
Weber shotgun by himself, going to drop back under pressure. Now he's going to step up in the pocket, hits his receiver 30, 35, 40, up to the 45, 46-yard line. A good improvisation job that time by Weber to find Dylan Siplin, 5'7", 180-pound senior. Leaked out across the middle, Randy, and picked up big yardage up to the 46-yard line.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, 1:22 to go here in the ball game, or excuse me, here in the second period. And they're moving it quickly. They'll get it snapped right at the whistle.
Weber, shotgun, takes it, looking to the left, now turns, looks to the right, pump fakes, and did a smart job that time as Key Kendrick. If he'd have turned the ball loose when he spun, Randy, that would have been an interception. Then he allowed his receiver to leak down the sideline and then just threw it out of bounds.
He'd have held it about another second or two. May have had something there as the receiver had broken away from Key Kendrick down that right sideline. Nice pass there. Could have picked up a big gainer. Second down and 10, 1:10 to go here in the second.
Yeah, just don't get burned here with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. Second 10, shotgun Weber. Looking across the middle, looking, nobody. And he steps to the right, throws off his back foot to nobody. And great coverage downfield by the Wildcats. Had nowhere to go, had plenty of time to throw the football, just didn't have anybody to throw it to.
I tell you one thing, I'm really impressed with the offensive line for Oxford.
Plenty of protection.
Very seldom have we been blocked at all on the defensive front, and we played some pretty decent football teams, especially Opelika, here in the early part of the season. But that offensive front's giving him plenty of time to throw, and that speaks volumes about what we're doing back in the secondary. And really are in great coverage. 3rd down and 10, possession play, minute to go here in the second.
These are the dangerous plays on 3rd and 10. 5 wide this time. And Weber's going to drop back. This time we get a little bit of pressure. He steps up and is hit immediately and has to throw it, and it's over the intended receiver's head looking for Cook. And would have been well short of a 1st down, but the Wildcats did get a little bit more pressure that time. And it'll be 4th down. It'll be a punting situation for the Yellow Jackets. Rodney Carroll deep to receive this punt around the 20. The last punt, Randy, we almost got back there and blocked it, but I think we'll stay punt safe here, and that's what we'll do. Keep the defense on the field. 53 seconds to go. Don't get burned. And he gets off a end-over-end kick away from Rodney. Is going to die directly on the 20-yard line. 42 seconds to go here in the first half. Wildcats up 19-7. Wildcats have played good on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, they definitely have, and this is a good Oxford team. Last week they take down Vestavia Hills 35-14. They're 3-3 on the season. They've had some tough games.
They have had some tough
Southside Gadsden, they win game 1. Mm-hmm. They lose to that Gadsden City team you've been touting all season, game 2. Lose to Valley, which is a bit of a shocker, but honestly, Valley, I've heard, very athletic this year, but they take down this Oxford team 25-21. But, Brett, here's the story. Oxford, with a loss tonight, moves to 1-3 in the region.
That's unbelievable. And nobody at the beginning of the season would have thought that at this point in time in the season. Wishbone formation. Tyree going to hand it off. Pac-Man breaks a tackle. My goodness, Randy, if he gets through there, he may break it for the distance. And clock will continue to roll. That's about a 5-yard gain for Pac-Man up to around the 24-yard line.
Number 35, Latravius Franks, 5'9", 175. Quick score. Dable leads Munford 13-7. That score's at the half, and that clock will roll on down.
Yeah, we won't.
I don't think we'll have to snap it, will we?
No, I don't think so. And there is no play clock, so I think that's going to be the end of the first half. 19-7. Wildcats will take a 2-score lead into the locker room. That's your SNS Discount Tire score. A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. When we come back, the Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center halftime show. Everything vein and laser oriented. Stay tuned. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
Marcia Mason is pleased to announce the new location of Mason Law Firm at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Marcia Mason is your local attorney for bankruptcy and Social Security disability. Call your hometown attorney, Marcia Mason, at 256-329-1313. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys. Advanced Heating and Air is East Central Alabama's certified train comfort specialist. That means the pros at Advanced make you the focus with superior service on all brands, 24-hour availability, and in most cases, same-day response. Advanced Heating and Air is exclusive with Train Heating and Air products that deliver the longest reliability and great energy efficiency with an amazing 0% 60-month financing package on all new Train products. The best service contacts in the region, and all pricing is upfront so you have no surprises. Advanced Heating and Air, where your comfort is our #1 concern.
Tapley's Appliance, home-owned and operated by Tom and Louise Tapley, is located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Stop in and check out the Holland Gas Grill. It bakes, it grills, it steams, it smokes. It's great for cooking out no matter what the occasion, from tailgating to backyard grilling. The only grill guaranteed not to flame up. Also available, the DCS Gas Grill, and they have charcoal grills in stock as well. That's Tapley's Appliance, where they service what they sell.
Top Gun 1, this is Tower. Termite swarm season is here. Time to lock and load. Top Gun 1, over. Tower, this is Top Gun 1. I'm arming my state-of-the-art termite tech device that uses sonar technology to find termites in your home without going into your walls or floors. Roger that, Top Gun 1. You are clear to engage. For bond or service, call Top Gun Pest Control at 256-234-7375. With over 20 years of combined experience, our team can eliminate all pests from your home. Top Gun Pest Control, as we feel the tug to kill some bugs.
Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City is celebrating 100 years in business. Wow! Check out the soda fountain. Yeah, soda fountain. And gifts for all occasions, ladies' shoes and clothing, Spartina handbags, wallets, and jewelry, Claremont designed picture frames, cuff bracelets, lake-themed items by Slant Collection. Come celebrate history at Carlisle Drugs in downtown Alexander City. For 100 years? Wow!
Cloud9 in downtown Alexander City has gifts for all occasions. Cloud9 has men's clothing by Southern Point, ladies' clothing by Tribal, Tag Jeans, and IC Collection, children's clothing by Vera Bradley, and of course their beautiful Vera Bradley selection of bags and accessories, jewelry for all ages, and a bridal registry. The girls at Cloud9 look forward to seeing you, and you will love their beautiful smiling faces. Home sweet home at Cloud9 in downtown Alex City.
Welcome back, and thanks for joining the Wildcat Radio Network halftime show, brought to you by Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center. Everything vein and laser oriented.
The Wildcats lead Oxford 19-7 here on a Friday evening. A little bit, 5 minutes going in the first, a little bit of halftime, but this has been a very, very impressive performance so far by the Wildcat defense. I thought that the defensive line has played extremely well so far, been able to penetrate and get behind in the backfield like they have been able to do the entire season. But the thing that's impressed me the most has been Tyree Gray, and we're about to run down some of his stat line now. But I would dare to say this has been his best game passing so far on the season. But we'll go ahead and start down with Benjamin Russell with the statistics of the first half. 7 first downs for Benjamin Russell. Tyree Gray, 5 for 6 through the air, 95 yards, which includes 2 touchdowns. 121 rushing yards on 20 attempts. 2 penalties for 10 yards, so I know Coach Horn and the coaching staff are proud about that, but not as proud as the 0 turnovers, which is definitely something that is keeping the Wildcats in the game. 216 total yards of offense. Moving over to the Oxford side, 9 first downs for Oxford, and Oxford has actually moved the ball pretty well. Stanhope last week only got 7 first downs against Benjamin Russell, but already Oxford has 9 in the first half. 9 for 18 through the air, 94 passing yards, 82 rushing yards on 16 attempts, 6 penalties for 45 yards, and they did throw an early interception. 176 yards of total offense for Oxford in the first half. And the Wildcats, as I said, lead 19-7 here at the Charles E. Bailey Sportsplex. We're going to go ahead and take our first break of the evening. When I return, we'll have Ed Bailey, sports editor for the Alexander City Outlook. More of the Wildcat Radio Network halftime show brought to you by Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center right after this.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
For more information about how to bundle and save, you can contact Bland Insurance Group either by phone at 256-392-9244, or you can visit us on Facebook or our website at blandinsuranceGroup.com.
Arctic Air and Heat, located in Jackson Gap on Highway 280, Mr. Darrell Kazai invites you to call him. Now, folks, the cold weather's coming. That's a fact. Now, he is your rain dealer. That's RHEEM. His number is 256-794-4341. That's Darrell Kazai. Ask him about central heating and air. Central heating and air. That's 256-794-4341. Kazaya, Darrell Kazaya.
For over 70 years, Curley Motor Company has been serving the Lake Martin area with superior service. Curley Motor Company has quality pre-owned vehicles with down payments as low as $1,000 and flexible payment plans to fit any budget. Most vehicles come with warranties that Curley stands behind, and they even service customer vehicles. View all of Curley's inventory online at www.curleymotor.com. Curley Motor Company not only sells pre-owned vehicles but offers much more, such as rental cars, headliner repair, and can help you with lost car titles and title work. When you buy a car from Curley Motor Company, you're not just buying a car, you're buying our name.
Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City has so much to offer, like the brand new Spirit jerseys, great assortment of picture frames, Alabama and Auburn items. You can get your game on in a heartbeat there. They also have candleberry candles like Carolina Sugarcane Mist, rock salt ice cream, watermelon rancher, new pillar candle holders. Then for the bridal registry, they have monogram crosses, framing, and trays. We also have new floral items such as stems, bouquets, and topiaries. Be sure to get your lake items, and don't forget Jackson's Drugs in Alexander City.
Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center specializes in all things vein and laser oriented. Our physicians treat varicose veins and spider veins. We also utilize laser technology for things such as hair removal, tattoo removal, laser skin tightening, and laser facial peels. Wouldn't you like to see those unsightly varicose veins or spider veins disappear? Remove that dark, unwanted hair or eliminate fine lines and wrinkles. Most procedures are done in 15-minute sessions. Visit our website at lakemartinvein.com or call our office today at 256-212-9300.
Top Gun 1, this is Tower. Termite swarm season is here. Time to lock and load. Top Gun 1, over. Tower, this is Top Gun 1. I'm arming my state-of-the-art termite tech device that uses sonar technology to find termites in your home without going into your walls or floors. Roger that, Top Gun 1. You are clear to engage. For bond or service, call Top Gun Pest Control at 256-234-7375. With over 20 years of combined experience, our team can eliminate all pests from your home. Top Gun Pest Control, as we feel the tug to kill some bugs.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2014 Pride of Alexander City Wildcat Marching Band. The Pride proudly presents W3, Three Generations of Oz. The Wizard of Oz is a milestone of children's literature and has been interpreted many ways throughout the years in movies and on stage. In W3, we present music from 1939's classic The Wizard of Oz, 1978 Super Soul musical The Wiz, and 2003 Broadway smash hit Wicked. Drum Major Christian Reyes is the Pride Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pride of Alexander City Wildcat Marching Band.
like normally, I hadn't been here the last 2 years. Prior to that, I was like, well, they kind of already told me. I wanted to at least bet one out on the
Football, tailgating, and an award-winning vehicle from Bice Motors in Alex City. You can't beat this time of year.
Get in the game and score big!
The summer clearance event continues, and all 2014s have to go.
Coach, they don't know the play.
I told them twice.
Guaranteed lowest price, or we'll pay you the difference in price twice.
Buy it at Bice!
BiceChryslerDodge.com.
It's football season, and the Tide is ready to roll again. Bama fans, make sure you have everything you need to show your Tide pride. Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg has it all. Polo coaches shirts, game day t-shirts, hats, watches, autographed memorabilia, Daniel Moore prints, and home goods. Bama Wear is also the original home of the popular Bama Girl t-shirts and has plenty of Tide stuff for the Bama ladies, including houndstooth purses, dresses, raincoats, and more. So whether you're gearing up to show your Tide pride at home or the game, there's only one place to go. Bama Wear on Highway 280 in Childersburg. You can also get your Tide gear online at BamaWear.com. Roll Tide. In a world that's ever-changing, you have to be sure that your choices are the right choices. At Central Alabama Community College, you'll know you made the best choice. We understand that you need the best educational opportunities. Whether choosing a technical degree program, taking courses to transfer to a four-year college or university, or being a part of our national championship winning traditions, Central Alabama will provide you with courses and degree programs in tune with today's workplace. Get a sharper focus on your life by choosing one of our 3 convenient locations: Alex City, Childersburg, and Talladega. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Dr. George Hardy has been serving the Lake Martin area since 1991. Come in for your partials, dentures, caps, crowns, root canals, or whatever you need. Dr. Hardy also offers cosmetic dentistry like bleaching, veneers, and lumineers. Dr. Hardy and his staff love kids. So if you're 2 or 102, come in and let us take care of you. We also offer emergency dental care and accept all major insurances, including Medicaid and all kids. Give us a call today at 234-5678, located on Church Street in Alexander City. If you come in without a smile, we'll give you one of ours.
When it comes to providing the very finest in funeral services, there's one name that stands alone. At Radney's Funeral Home, we take pride in our reputation as one of the leading funeral homes in this part of Alabama. Since 1938, our name has stood for honesty, integrity, and quality. These are the principles that have made Radney's Funeral Home the #1 choice when you want the very finest in funeral service for your family. Radney's Funeral Home, the independent hometown funeral home serving Tallapoosa and surrounding counties.
Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City, is now selling and servicing cell phones, iPads, and tablets. Depot Computer also sells and services computers, laptop, and desktop accessories, virus protection. Get them cleaned up now. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Depot Computer, located next to Depot Gun and Pawn on Highway 280 in Alexander City.
19-7, Wildcats on top here at halftime, and we want to thank Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center for sponsoring our halftime show there. As Scott Hardy had Ed Bailey on with us at halftime there from the Alex City Outlook. He does a great job, Randy, of covering all of the local area schools from Davil to Coosa to Horseshoe Bend to Reeltown to even down to Tallahassee, and, of course, obviously Benjamin Russell here in Alex City. So glad to have Ed on as part of the Lake Martin Vein and Laser Center halftime show. And both teams out and have stretched, and Wildcats deferred. So we get the football. Wildcats up 19-7. Randy, it'd be huge to take this opening drive down to score.
Yeah, really need to, because offensively, as you look on the opposite way for Oxford, their running back is a game breaker. And when he has open field, I think he can make plays. But so far we've contained fairly well. But it's taken several key tackles from our secondary coming up in coverage to keep them from hitting those 60, 70-yard touchdown runs. There in the first half, as you look down the stat line, 82 yards rushing, 94 yards passing for Oxford, 121 yards rushing, 95 yards passing for our Wildcats. So one of the better offensive outputs I can remember all season long for the Wildcats, 216 yards there in the first half.
Yeah, becoming a more balanced team, throwing the football and running the football. Tyree just looks like a completely different quarterback from game one to this game. And this team continues to improve in all phases of the game. And that's what you want. You want to continue to get better as the year goes on, and I think the Wildcats still can play even better, and I think that's the positive thing about it. Up 19-7 here, we'll receive the second half Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance kickoff, and he'll mark it off. It'll be a pooch kick. Over on the far right side, fielded at the 20, brings it straight ahead, 25. Bust out of there, 40, midfield, cuts outside 40. 30, 20, 15, 10, stutter step, he's gone! Touchdown, Wildcats!
Right it up. Nicole B. Maxwell, only a sophomore down there, and we mentioned 3 weeks ago against Pell City, he turned all of our heads. Last week, he continued his play, and this week, Katie barred the door whenever it opened up down the middle of the field. You can forget it. This kid's got another gear. He's an outstanding player.
80 yards. Shot out of a cannon, Nicole B. Maxwell. To heck with the first opening drive. Let's just run it back. 25-7. And Cole Grogan on for the extra point. He is going to be, already is, but going to be a special player by the time his playing days are over here. Just a sophomore, and he has really become a major part of this offense here in the last 3 to 4 games. That is a demoralizing play if you're the other team.
5'7", 171 pounds. You can tell only a sophomore this kid's going to pack on another 20, 25 pounds. He'll end up a 190, 200-pound kid. Perfect size for a running back.
There's the snap. DJ puts it down, and this kick is good. 26-7 is your new S&S Discount Tire score. And we've seen some electrifying kickoffs and punt returns, Randy. Quez Alves last year. This year, I'm telling you, that one goes down in the books. He bounced out of that big pile initially, and when he got the corner, it was over. One guy had an angle on him, and he stutter-stepped and was able to shake him off around the 10 and got in. Kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half. 11:43, Wildcats extend that lead to 26-7.
You know, one thing I've always been impressed with Danny Horn coach teams is north-south running. They're going to pick a lane, and they're going to go full steam ahead, and they're going to try to make it through. And if they bust through on the other end, forget about it. And we saw that when he was wishbone attacking us with Clay County and running it up the gut. Next thing you know, he's back in our secondary. And you and I shaking our heads at one another. And he's moved on to Benjamin Russell, and we've done the same exact thing, Brett. He teaches a grind it out, full force, hit it right up in there and go after you. And that's what Nicolby did here. He goes right at the wedge. Somehow he pops out the other end of the wedge. Very seldom do you see that, but he does here, and he outruns everybody to the end zone.
Yeah, he has a brand of football, Randy. He wants to wear you down as the game goes along. And now Cole will approach, and this will be a pooch kick fielded at the 12. Far side, 20, 25, and somebody took a lick and stopped. The ball's loose on the ground, I believe. A major collision up around the 31-32. Whoever that was for us on the initial contact, is that 36 that made the contact there, Randy? I believe it was. And he did a great job of stopping because that's Darius Jackson that made that stop. He took a tough shot but did what he was supposed to do, and he stopped that initial run and gave the Wildcats enough time to come over and gain tackle. That could have been a return for a touchdown.
Great coverage, though. Oxford will start up shop, 32-yard line, 11:33 to go here in the third. Wildcats lead 26-7.
Man in motion, right to left. Dylan Siplin. Handoff left side. And not much doing as he gets up to about the 32, 33-yard line.
Great job here as our Wildcat defensive front contains on this right edge, makes this one cut back inside, and our outside backer, Hugh Johnson, also Sam Sturdivant there in the middle, come across and make the stop, maybe a yard. Let's see what they'll give him 2 yards, second down and 8.
Clock will roll under 11 minutes here. 26-7. Wildcats up on top. Great way to start the second half of play. It will be Trey Gamble beside William Weber in the shotgun. One receiver split to either side. Gamble will take it around the right side, found a seam, 40, runs over a tackler, midfield, 45-40. Had the ball punched out from behind, ball's loose, and I believe he's going to fall on it. Q Johnson, or it was Rodney Carroll, that knocked the ball out coming from behind, and he had enough presence of mind to fall on it down inside the 25 to around the 23-yard line.
Actually, Tyree coming from safety knocks it out with the left arm. Rodney Carroll had the chance to jump on top of the ball, but Gamble, such a great athlete,
got on it.
He gets quickly on top of it, and that's great blocking. I've been fairly impressed with the offensive front for Oxford here in this football game.
10.5 to go here in the third, and new set of downs here at the Wildcat 23. Oxford. Quick pass over here on the right side. Ball's loose on the ground, incomplete. Looking for Jacob Cook, and I was told during the break, number 66 or 68-1, Randy, I'll have to check it. I believe it's 68 being looked at, or 66 it is, that's being looked at by several Division I colleges. Just a sophomore.
Yeah, he looks the part.
Just a sophomore, and I believe Auburn is in that mix on that. His name is Brett Houston, and they only have him listed at 220. I think that's an error. There's no chance it's 220.
He's at least 270.
Yeah, he's 6'3", and he is a sophomore, but already getting looks from teams like Auburn and some other places like that. He pulls that time. They dump across the middle, and the pass is complete. 10, dives down to about the 1-yard line, going to be just short of a touchdown that time. That was just a quick slant route. Randy was wide open.
Yeah, slot receiver goes right across the middle. He dumps it off to him, picks up big chunks of yards inside the one. Actually, they'll push it back to the 1 yard line. Tyree Gray in on the stop. Nice possession. Nice drive put together here by Oxford. Wildcats lead 26-7. 10:09 to go here in the third quarter, but Oxford about to punch one in.
Pistol formation. Takes the snap, hands it to Gamble. Gamble is stood up. I don't think he got in. He's driven backwards and dropped. He did not score. That Wildcat defensive front not going to give them to him yet. Is Tay Robinson going to jog off the field? Going to have to send new guy in there. Going to be number 76. Arbion Harrell will take the place of.
It's actually Christopher Doss. Arbion will come back out.
Yeah, he came back out. So Christopher Doss in now. Second down, lost a yard, back to the 2. 26-7, Wildcats lead it. Weber will be in the pistol this time. Gamble back there. Going to fake it, looking to throw it over on the right side and has to waste it out of bounds. Great coverage that time is only one option. Key Kendrick had blanket coverage over there, so it'll be 3rd and goal at the 2.
Yeah, they fake it right side to Gamble and look for just a little flag pattern right corner of the end zone, but Key does a great job not biting up on run defense and sitting there in coverage. 9:11 to go. Third quarter. Oxford still with the football. 3rd down and goal from the 1.
Don't know how Gamble doesn't touch it here. Takes the snap, hands it to Gamble. He powers ahead, and he's in there. Touchdown. Don't understand why he didn't touch it 3-4 times if you have to down here. He is your playmaker, and that time he does stick it in for the Oxford touchdown. It's 26-13. Look, this Oxford team's not going away. They're going to continue to threaten offensively, so got to continue to play offense the remainder of the game. Extra point upcoming. 9:03 to go here in the third quarter. Oxford answers that opening kickoff return by the Wildcats. Impressive-looking drive there.
Definitely was, and you knew it. This team's put a lot of points up on the board so far this season. Just snaps back, kick is up, kick is good. 26-14 now, Wildcats lead. But you look through this scoring summary for Oxford so far this year, least amount of points they've scored is a 14-13 victory over Chilton County. So everything outside of that has been upwards of 4 touchdowns scored in each ball game.
And, you know, before it's all said and done here tonight, Randy, that could be the case again. Here, we've got 26, and they've got 14. So our Wildcat offensive unit will go back to work here shortly. Didn't have to touch it the first time, as Maxwell took it the distance on the opening kickoff, 80 yards. And we'll split 3 guys back there. About, like you said, about as dangerous a trio as that we've had in a long time with Pac-Man, Rodney Carroll, and Maxwell back there to return.
Colby Maxwell just tuning into the second half of play. He took the opening kickoff of the second half, 80 yards for a touchdown down this right sideline. Extended that lead for the Wildcats. Now Oxford has answered back, 26-14.
Now you force them to kick it to Pac-Man, 10, 15, 20. Finds a seam, 25 up to the 30, and there's that initial line. If there's one guy to beat if he gets through, and that time the Yellow Jackets closed the hole pretty well. A great return that time by Pac-Man to the 30-yard line. 8:55 to go here in the third quarter. And the Wildcats, they'll say he actually went down at the 29. So,
as we mentioned earlier, Wildcats had a great first half of play offensively with 216 total yards. Tyree Gray triggered that. 95 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, 43 yards rushing there in the first half.
Going to come out in the Wolf package this time. Tyree going to hand it straight ahead to Chase Burton. Breaks one tackle, breaks another, bounces off across the 31. Maybe the 32-yard line. That's about as tough a 3-yard gain as you'll see. But a strong runner in Chase Burton brings up second down.
Just not much to do there. Chase does pick up 2-3 yards after contact. Straight give off right guard. That clock is rolling. 8:30 to go in the third. Wildcats lead 26-14.
Going to stay in that formation, split 2 receivers, one to either side. And going to pull it this time. And Tyree had the ball knocked out. Rodney doesn't even know the ball's on the ground. And Oxford came up with the turnover there. Rodney Carroll had no idea the ball was behind him. He was just standing there. And Tyree pulled at that time and was going to run the option. And they just happened to hit it perfectly and knock it out of his hand. So a break there for the Oxford Yellow Jackets here as they take over the football at the Wildcat 26-yard line with 8:15 to go here in the third. This game's still much in doubt.
You just feel two evenly matched football teams. They got plenty of firepower offensively. We do as well. Going to be whichever defensive team
can stand up
and can force as many turnovers. We had a good turnover there forced in the first half. They get one back there.
They'll go to work at the Wildcat 26. Handoff Gamble, and Gamble was hit immediately.
That big Tay Robinson. Tay Robinson beats the center off the snap, jumps back in the backfield. They try the counter play. And you see the offensive line getting upset with the center. But listen, he didn't touch.
He would gladly switch places.
With
if
anyone
any
up
of
there.
the other ones would like to get a shot, I'm sure he's saying, why don't you come over here and try to snap it? Tay Robinson has had rude introductions to every center we've played this year. He is a strong young man. I saw him deadlift this week right at 500 pounds. Shotgun snap, pump fake, looking to the right side, going into the end zone. This pass is great coverage. Key Kendrick knocked it away. The receiver hit another gear, had a chance to catch it. That was number 2 over there, Jacob Cook. Randy, it looked like the ball was well overthrown, but Jacob Cook really ran and caught up with the football, and Key Kendrick never looked at him, just followed the football and knocked it away.
He did, turned his head, found the football, got the right arm in, almost picked it off with one arm in that back right corner of the end zone. 3rd down and 10, huge play here for Oxford. Huge play for our Wildcat defense as well. 7:26 to go in the third. Wildcats lead 26-14.
5 wide trips to the top, 2 to the bottom. Weber in the shotgun by himself, takes the snap. Tay Robinson gets through. It's a screen to Gamble. Gamble breaks one tackle, breaks another, gets down to the 21, and every time he touches it, you just hold on for dear life, and they drop him 4 yards shy of a first down. So we'll see what happens here. Does Oxford try a field goal here down 26-14? And they'll keep the offensive unit. That's a good offensive line. Let me tell you, one of the better offensive lines that we have seen. Again, the big sophomore, number 66, Brett Houston, being looked at by major D1 colleges already as a sophomore. It's hard to believe that big man is a sophomore. And Oxford will spend a timeout. We'll take an A&M Plumbing timeout with them. 26-14, Wildcats lead Oxford. That's your SNS Discount Tire Score. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 60 years, East Central Alabama has relied on Jackson Refrigeration for installation and service on all brands, including Rheem, Goodman, and York. Now we've expanded into A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, a division of Jackson Refrigeration. We still make your comfort our priority and expect our staff to be the most experienced, dedicated, and trained to give you the highest quality of sales and service. When choosing your heating and air company, choose our family of professionals. The all-new A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, the all-new division of Jackson Refrigeration.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Book your next Walt Disney World vacation. Contact Fairy Tale Journeys LLC at 256-825-2668 or at fairytalejourneys.com.
Tallapoosa Ford is your Ford truck dealer for over 35 years. We've delivered on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Tallapoosa Ford has the F-150 you want with a huge selection on site and can order any style or model you need with all the region's most competitive pricing. We service all warranty work with an award-winning service department, so we are with you down the road.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Tallapoosa Ford, a family-owned Ford business locally owned for over 35 years. Your friend in the Ford business.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280, Alex City. Your Ford giant in East Central Alabama and your friends in the Ford business.
Oliver and Treadwell Law Firm is a dedicated, knowledgeable, and local legal team dedicated to serving its clients with a practice covering a broad spectrum, including criminal and civil litigation, family and domestic issues, and personal injury and workers' compensation. Oliver and Treadwell will use their experience and expertise to make sure you get the quality legal representation you deserve. Our team can execute your legal game plan. Oliver and Treadwell is also a proud sponsor of all local high school football. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other lawyers.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benjamin Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Elliott City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAXC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do It Center, Coombs Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
6:47 to go here in the third, a classic 6A matchup here between Oxford and Benjamin Russell. Randy, as you said in the opening, it's 8. The series is tied at 8 apiece. Both these teams have played 16 times. The 17th matchup, and points 302 to 301.
Yeah, even more than that. Only 1 point separates these two programs, both of them with 3 state championships in the history of their program. So
big
speaks
play.
volumes. Gamble split out here short side of the field. Look for that screen.
4th and 4 at the Wildcat 22. Need the crowd noise here and disrupt this play. Weber, shotgun, waiting, snaps it with 6 seconds on the play clock, looking, under pressure. He's going to be chased down and dropped from behind. Tay Robinson, the nose tackle, will not give up and chased him down from behind around the 28-yard line. And the Wildcats will turn over, or Oxford actually will turn the ball over on downs, and the Wildcats will take over.
Really confused what they were trying to do. I was looking down here at the pass pattern for Gamble. You got to figure they were going for him. Over half of the plays so far tonight have put him in position to have the ball either at running back or receiver, and I'm just not sure exactly what happened. He was running. Did he run a hitch and we just stepped up and covered him, and then looks like they just broke down, tried to make some play. Yeah, they're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, unsportsmanlike. Eugene Reynolds had enough of something, and he did not hesitate to throw the unsportsmanlike conduct flag, and this will be 15 yards against Oxford. I was going to ask you, Randy, I was pointing, have you ever seen a defensive unit come out and line up like that before in a single file line right when they changed positions? Did you see what I was looking at?
No, I didn't see it.
And Oxford fans booing, and Wildcats are trying to get our crowd into it. They are a little bit disgusted across the way, but somebody said something, and Wildcats will have a 15-yard gift.
I'm not sure exactly what.
Somebody said something. It had to have been.
Well, I know exactly it was a penalty against the coaching staff for Oxford, but I don't know what they're complaining about. I mean, are they calling a hold in the secondary against one of our pass interference call? That's the only thing I can see. Outside of that, I mean, you could have called 2 or 3 holding penalties on the offensive front there. Finally, Tay Robinson fights through one and gets back and makes the sack. So outstanding field position. Wildcats will start up shop at the 42.
Trips to the top of the formation. Nobody down here to the bottom. Tyree going to pull it.
Nothing.
And, nothing. He bounces it out left side, catches a block. 45 midfield. There goes Tyree down the far sideline. 20, 10, touchdown, Wildcats. What were you saying? Nothing turns into a lot. Tyree Gray hit another gear and went down the far sideline, and good luck the rest of the year defending this young man. He has come into his own.
He had nothing on the right side. He's hit about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. There's still a block being held over there, and Tyree bounces off and cuts it back down the left sideline. The block was made down. Q Johnson, his mouth started watering about the 25. As he scaled back, he did an outstanding job getting his head across the body on the block. And, boy, he laid one out on the sideline to get Tyree up as Cole Grogan comes in.
Good.
Knocks one through here, and the Wildcats lead 33-14.
Boy, this has been a electrifying second half of play here, and we've got 6:17 to go here in the third quarter as Tyree Gray took that ball 58 yards. He ran a lot more than 58 yards as he came all the way over here. Like you said, the block was being held, and he bounced it outside, Randy. Turned the corner, and, man, hit another gear going down the sideline.
It's Q. You'll turn this on, and this is an easy call for replay of the game unless something miraculous happens. But the replay needs to be made.
Until we get another nothing play, right?
Not only here at the line of scrimmage, but make the replay about the 25 or 30 on the opposite end. And Q, I said earlier, his mouth started watering. He saw one, had his head turned, and he laid him out on the sideline over there. And Tyree just outran everybody. I'm not sure he wouldn't have beat everybody down that sideline nonetheless, but he can just get it going.
He is an athlete.
There in the first half, he was 5 of 6, 95 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He had 43 yards rushing there in the first half. That took him over 100.
This is a good football team, Randy. This Benjamin Russell team is talented on both sides of the football, and they've got it going in special teams. And we've been bitten by the injury bug pretty bad here the last couple of weeks. Cole with a line drive kick fielded right at the 10, 15, 20, and he has dropped great coverage right there at the 20. That's Sturdivant.
That's the Sturdivants.
Yeah, both of them in on it, Sam and Scott.
A
sandwich.
Yeah, Sam Sturdivant gets the first tackle. Scott closes him off. Great coverage downfield. Great kick there by Cole Grogan. I saw Coach Horn and the rest of that coaching staff pointing over here down the right side, letting them know exactly where they wanted to kick it. Rodney Carroll goes out, lets Cole know, and Cole kicks it perfectly down this right sideline. Great coverage, 33-14, our Wildcats lead.
The Wildcats continue to answer every time Oxford comes back, and now Oxford has the football at their own 20-yard line. Weber in the shotgun formation, going to hand it to Gamble around the right side, and this time I was going to say nothing, and he got about 3 or 4. He is continuously moving forward, Randy. You never see him go backwards.
You can just tell programs that work hard. They're in the weight room. Their kids are strong.
Penalty flag comes in late.
But Oxford's that way.
They
Once
are
you get that field,
strong.
Their lines of scrimmage very strong.
Remember Jared Morris?
Oh, he was outstanding.
Went to Vanderbilt. He just a tremendous player, and the Wildcats just got hit, I believe, with an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. I'll wait and check the call for sure, but that was a flag after the play was over. You got to reel your emotions in a little bit as things started to get chippy there, and both sides of the football. And Tyree hit a big 58-yard run for a touchdown.
Big play. Big plays here in the second half.
Yes, big plays.
Colby Maxwell with an 80-yard kickoff return for touchdown. It's unsportsmanlike.
It's going to be a 15-yarder against the Wildcats.
Our coaching staff not arguing with it, so clearly something they didn't like. This one will bring Oxford up to great field position. Out to the Oxford 40-yard line, 33-14, Wildcats lead. 5:49 to go in the third. Still plenty of time.
With the quick strike ability of Oxford, they can be back within a score before you know it. Shotgun formation. Ball up to the 40 now. 1st and 10. One receiver to either side. It's time Weber. Tay Robinson almost took the handoff. I think he forced him to keep the football, and he got in the backfield. If there's a better nose tackle in the state, show him to me.
I do, especially in the second half. In the second half, his motor's still on high. The size differential doesn't come into play in the second half because his strength, he's stronger than who's ever crossed from him. That's every week. He could have made both of those tackles. If he'd have handed it off, he'd have made the tackle there. He doesn't. He pulls. He makes the tackle on the quarterback. 1 yard loss, 2nd down, 11.
Weber now in the shotgun with 2 to either side now. Gamble behind him. Tay with a bull rush, gets through again, gets held, no call. He's under pressure, just going to throw it. And Jacob Rogers tried to pick it off before it went out of bounds, couldn't do it. But, Randy, I stopped and didn't actually watch Weber that time and watched Tay Robinson. Don't get a chance to do that much. And he literally picked the center up off of his feet and drove him backwards. And then ended up getting around him. They had no choice but either let him go or hold him.
Yeah, they're double teaming him. He ran through. He fought through 2 blocks there, and they're having to. We only got 3 defensive linemen down. 3-man defensive line. Trey Edwards
now
also out.
One up now. 4 now on a third, down and 10 at the 40. Under pressure. Going to throw off his back foot down this near side. Q Johnson picks it off. What a great play, 30, 35, 40. He's got some room to run, midfield 40, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. A tough lick there, but Q Johnson, Randy, you called this. Our defensive backs and our linebackers in coverage turn around and find the football as good as I've seen anybody on any level, and he turned around and the ball came right to him.
And that's coaching. And the coaching teaching them that as long as you're behind the receiver and you do find the football and he turns his head, turn your head as well and make a play on the ball. And we're doing it at a perfect rate so far this year. And Q Johnson, an outside backer, couldn't be in better position right here as he picks it off. And great job by him to get it back into Oxford territory down to the Oxford 35.
And opportunistic, continuing to pick passes off his defense. Trips to the top, going to hand it off Chase Burton. Boy, he takes a shot. Number 20 in there on the play. That is Kelvin Adams. He is a senior, 6 foot, 210-pound linebacker, comes up and lays a lick and drops him right there at the line of scrimmage, 2nd down.
Those 2 middle backers, I've said it all night. You'd think that they'd kept us contained, but when we've tried the middle, they've made a lot of big hits, and they're perfect size, 6'2", about 215 for both of them.
That's right. Pistol formation here on 2nd down, going to hand it to Chase again, the right side, and going to run him down right there at the 35, so no gain that time. This is, like you said, where Quan Alexander played football now for LSU, the leading tackler for LSU, and he brings LSU in to Auburn tomorrow night. But Oxford, one great athlete after another, continues to just pour out of this program.
Yeah, you can look across. I've mentioned both inside backers, about 6'2", 215, both of them physical. One thing that you can point to slightly different than the other Oxford teams I've seen since I've been calling games with you, maybe not quite as big on the defensive front as we've seen in the past.
3rd and 10 at the 35. Tyree going to drop back, going to roll out to the left, going to stop, set his feet, throws a pass, complete. What a strike to Q Johnson for a 1st down inside the 25 to the 24. Tyree Gray, I just continue to be amazed at the improvement. Stopped to his left, Randy, set his feet, and threw a strike for 12 yards and a 1st down.
As you mentioned, roll the pocket to the left, right-hand quarterback. The hardest thing in the world is to get your shoulders turned and throw a strike. You can't throw this one better. Drag pattern by Q Johnson, right on the money, and the Wildcats will go into the wishbone formation. Clock's rolling, 3:12 to go in the 3rd. Wildcats lead 33-14.
Time to pound a little bit. Handoff right side, and there's a hole down to the 20-yard line, and another headgear comes off for Oxford, and he's going to have to come out of the game. Pac-Man with a hard run down to the 20, picked up about, we'll give him 3 yards there to bring up 2nd down.
Biggest thing. Yeah.
Well, it stopped because of the headgear.
They'll roll it again. 33-14. Staying in that wishbone attack, and I like this. Run some clock. You're already in good field goal range, nonetheless. And Cole, we hate to have Sean out, but Cole Grogan, plenty of leg from inside 40 yards in easily.
2 tight end set wishbone in the middle of the field, 2nd and 7. Going to hand off Chase Burton, slides through a gap, and then going to be slammed down inside the 20 at around the 17-yard line we'll give him. So it'll be 3rd down coming up. Wildcats on the move to the end zone to our right. And the important thing that I've noticed, Randy, is every time Oxford comes back and answers, we answer right back, and we've got another good drive going here. 3rd down and 4 at the Oxford 18-yard line. Wishbone. And there's a penalty flag. Oxford jumped into the neutral zone. So we'll get a 1st down. Compliments the cardiology of Central Alabama by way of penalty. Another hard snap count there. Drew the Yellow Jackets off sides. The Yellow Jackets are pointing to the Wildcats. They're not gonna get that call. Wildcats will pick up a first down inside the 15.
You know, one thing I've been so impressed with tonight offensively for the Wildcats has been this offensive line. They're playing against a tough physical team. You can tell they're in the weight room. We're getting after it. I like seeing a little, not quite over the edge, but a little chippy. And we've been that way down there tonight, and I like that. You got a new level of play out there on the field. And I think the entire offense, watching what Tyree Gray is doing, your confidence level as a whole continues to increase.
Well, they got a great coach in Tal Morrison, Randy, that really expects nothing but perfection out of this offensive line. And, look, that's where games are won and lost. If you can't block up front, you can forget it. 1st and 10 at we'll call it the 13-yard line. Wishbone formation, handoff right side, jumps over one tackle, breaks a tackle. Tyree Norris, Pac-Man, we call him, touchdown. He is an unbelievable player, Randy. Never goes down on the first contact. Bounced it outside, 13 yards. Wildcats back on the scoreboard again.
4 rushing touchdowns for Pac-Man in the last 2 weeks, and all 4 of them are highlight film. They're real 'em. I mean, go ahead and turn them on and just throw it out there. Talking to his dad walking in, talking to both their dads. Both their dads, I'm talking about Pac-Man and Tyree Gray, good friends of ours, played ball with me, great athletes in their own right. Again, you always like to have those names that come through the program, and both of them got great athletes for fathers as Cole Grogan steps up and knocks this one through. But they were asking for highlight film, and I told Aunt Gray,
I
said, Tyree, it's going to take us 5 hours to get through one for him. So,
hey, you know what you just mentioned? You said good friends of ours played with you. Their sons. You know what that means? We're old.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
As I limp around up here with a back brace on and trying to stay alive, I'm telling you, I feel it.
40-14, and you're right. Both their fathers as good athletes that have ever played here at Benjamin Russell, and their sons doing them proud, no doubt about it. 40-14, and I'll have to just tell you right now, I was expecting a lower scoring game probably because of the defenses. I knew we could score some points, but this Wildcat offense and special teams unit has really swung this game.
6 plays, 35 yards on that scoring drive, 13-yard touchdown run by Pac-Man Norris. Took 1:50 off the clock. We got 1:50 left in the third here. 40-14, Wildcats lead Oxford.
We'll kick off again. Cole Grogan. Again, I'll just say this about Cole. Again, Sean Ray, tough losing him, but most teams don't have one kicker, and we've got 2, and Cole with another good kickoff. Gamble has it at the 6-yard line. Let's see what we can do with him. 15, 20, 25, 30, hurdles a tackler up to the 33, and he is always one guy away, Randy. He is just a tremendous player for Oxford, and a little slow in getting up over there. And you look up on the scoreboard, if you're Oxford, a little bit of that may be some demoralization. If you just kind of had the wind knocked out of yourselves here in the third quarter.
A.J. Russell, and I don't know how many tackles he's got, but I sure have called his name a lot. I think he's played a well of a football game, Sam Sturdivant. Sam's been out on defense, and Sam's made one play after another out there, and he's had a great second half of his senior season. That pickoff against Pell City is one of the bigger plays this year.
It really has. That game was very close, 6-0 at the time. Play action going to dump out there, quick screen, 35. Picked up, slammed over there at the 41, 42-yard line, and he'll have about 9 yards, if not a first down that time. Just a little quick screen pass to pick up 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Pac-Man in on the stop. Sam will come out. Christopher Doss into the football game now. That clock is rolling. 1:12 to go in the third. Wildcats up 40-14. Huge plays here in the second half. Kickoff return for a touchdown, 80 yards, and a 58-yard touchdown run by Tyree Gray.
Shotgun handoff. Gamble. I'm going to bounce it outside, and stiff arm breaks a tackle in his spun down and tackled. Is that Jacob Rogers over there? It was a great open field tackle. Jacob Rogers coming up and putting him down, but not after a first down.
That's a good job by Jacob, and that's good to see Jacob able to give Tyree. And I guess, 4 or 5 possessions here tonight, Jacob's been able to come in and let Tyree take a break. He needs one, and Jacob's got plenty of size. He's about 6'1", 170 pounds.
Number 11. And it plays very good back there. And, again, that's that's quality to be able to give Tyree some extra breathing time over on the sideline. Gamble takes the handoff again right side and stalemated. Jagary Tuck just squatted down and kind of stalemated him right there and grabbed him and put him down for a 2-yard loss. They have tried that right side constantly tonight, Randy, and had some success with it, but Wildcats have really dialed in here in the second half.
I'm so impressed with Jagary all season long. He's a sure-handed tackler. He plays down sometimes. He plays a jack linebacker position when you're in that 3-4 attack, and he's, 180?
Yeah.
185, so he's slightly undersized, but he's physical, and he's able to get kids down. I'm real impressed with what he's done as a senior.
Oxford just going to let the clock erode to 0, and we'll head to the fourth quarter. The Wildcats took control of the game here in the third, 40-14 as we head to the fourth period of play. That's your S&S Discount Tire score. A&M Plumbing timeout on the field. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Family owned and operated, Holly's Home Furnishings is the Lake Martin area's best choice for all of your furniture needs. Whether you're looking for something new for the living room, dining room, or bedroom, Holly's has something you'll love for every room in your house. Holly's has a great selection of furniture in the most popular names like Lane, Broyhill, Rowe Furniture, as well as the best names in mattresses like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You can even get beautiful home decor, everything your home needs, at Holly's Home Furnishings, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City. Visit their website at holleyshomefurnishings.com.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Okay, Lotus Flowers, let's breathe deeply. Now find your center.
Found it.
Oh,
yum. Yoga is so delicious.
The Zensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers on mixed greens with crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Zaxby's indescribably good.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
Are creditors breathing down your neck? Is the repo man knocking at your door? Is your home in danger of foreclosure? Is garnishment threatening your paycheck? Bad luck? Call Chuck. Bankruptcy attorney Chuck Reynolds can help. He's got 30 years of experience solving money problems just like yours. Chuck Reynolds will tame your wild financial beasts and get your life back on track. Call Chuck at 877-329-1331. Learn more at www.badluckcallchuck.com.
Experience counts in the coroner's office, and Coroner Mike Knox has over 15 years' experience. Mike Knox is one of 3 Alabama coroners who is a certified death investigator. Mike Knox is an Eagle Scout, served in our military, and is a retired police communications officer with the Alabama State Troopers. Mike Knox has the experience, Mike Knox has the integrity, and Mike Knox has the professionalism to continue as the coroner of Tallapoosa County.
This is Mike Knox. I appreciate your continued support for Coroner on November the 4th.
Pay political advertisement by Mike Knox Corner.
Shotgun snap, second down and 11. Going to drop back, throw that pass out across the field, complete midfield, and then shoved out of bounds rudely by Q Johnson after a first down gain. Actually, not a first down gain, going to be short. I don't know what I was looking at. Picked up about 5 yards, rather. looking at where he ended up down the field. So 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 coming up across midfield now in Wildcat territory.
11:47 to go, and Q just likes contact.
He loves to hit you, man.
It does not take long to watch him play, and he
tries to invite you to come to his side. Enticing. That's the kind you want on your team. 3rd down and 6. Weber in the shotgun, 1 receiver to either side. Gamble, the workhorse beside him. Takes the snap, going to drop back to pass. Throws a pass over here, complete to Cook, and knocked out of his hand by Key Kendrick. That was a good-looking throw over here to Cook, and Key Kendrick was all up in his grill.
It's perfect coverage. This pass is right on the money, but Key does a great job again finding the football, but he gets his hand up in there.
He is a tremendous
and knocks
corner.
it away. He does a great job. Key was another 5 or 6 inches taller. He'd be getting looks all over.
Yeah, he would, but I wouldn't trade him for anything because he and Rodney Carroll on either side, man, good luck going at either one of them.
That's been the most impressive thing here tonight. They've tried us, and they've been fairly unsuccessful.
You know the last 3 weeks has been that way.
And this is the same team that they got hammered by Opelika, but they put 21 points up on Opelika also.
4th down and 6, going to go for it. Shotgun by himself, under pressure. Trying to look, going to throw one over the middle of the field, and he's wide open. 40, 30, goes down the far sideline. 20, 10, and going to be knocked down inside the 10 at about the 7. Tyreek Pac-Man Nars tried to strip the ball, and he comes up a little gimpy. Ran him down from behind with 11:20 to go here. And, you know, a clutch play that time as he sat down in the pocket, Weber did, Randy, and waited, dumped it across and got a 43-yard gain out of it, 1st and goal.
Oh, yeah, they dial up pressure. Wildcats do. And this is the running back in the backfield. I think he's blocking, and he just kind of
leaked out
in the middle of the field, and a great job by the quarterback to find him, and he rambles down that left sideline for big chunks of yardage. Clock's rolling, 11:10 to go in the ball game. Wildcats lead 40-14.
1st and goal at the 6, pistol formation. Going to be a little quick pitch over here to Gamble, the short side. Man, he took a lick and was knocked out of bounds. I believe that was Scott Sturdivant, Sam, rather.
It was Scott.
It was Scott that knocked him out. Yeah, that's right. Scott knocked him out. It was a hard lick, and Gamble trying the short side of the field. Wasn't able to turn the corner. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Tay Robinson also out there defending. It is a good hit by Scott Sturdivant. Anytime you hit Gamble and he doesn't take you another 3 or 4 yards, you've done something. This one's no gain, 2nd down and goal from the 7. Clock is rolling though, Brett.
Yes,
10:24 to go in the ball game. 40-14, our Wildcats lead.
Pistol formation here. Man in motion is Cook. He's going to cut it up the middle of the field. He's wide open in the back of the end zone, and it's picked off. Jacob Rogers. He was wide open initially, and Jacob Rogers and Q Johnson both baited him to throw the ball. What great coverage down there in the end zone, and another interception. As Q and Jacob do a little chest bump, they read that play perfectly. They had me fooled. They allowed him to release Randy, and they just kind of drifted back and baited Weber into throwing that pass.
And he was just dragging across the back of the end zone. He was open. But he lofts it up just enough, and Jacob's got good height.
He does.
He's at least 6'1". That's what they list him, but he's a junior, and he's growing. I guess he's about 6'2". Every time I walk up to him, he's
finally healthy now.
A lot taller than I am. So Jacob jumps up in the air and pulls this one in. Jagary Tuck also back there in coverage had a chance at the pickoff. Wildcats offense back on the field leading by 26.
This is the most interceptions I can remember by a Wildcat team in any recent year. 40-14, Wildcats lead it. On offense again, Chase Burton was wrapped up immediately at the line of scrimmage and will go down.
You want to score?
Is this the Dable score?
No, it's Opelika score.
What is it, 60?
69-14, Opelika leads Chelsea. That one's in the 4th.
Welcome to the region, Chelsea.
Park Crossing's going to be a good football team in Montgomery. They pick up a couple of wins this year. I think this will be their 3rd or 4th win. Park Crossing is up on Northview, 28-21. That one in the 4th.
That's huge.
Oak Mountain leads Hewitt, 45-31.
Wow.
Dable knotted up, 21-all with Munford right now.
Munford's a tough, scrappy team. Second down and 10. Chase Burton, this side, left side, 21, 22-yard line.
A couple of more scores throughout the state. This is a big game down in South Alabama. Daphne leads Fairhope 22-14. Reeltown and Ranburne, still a football game there. Reeltown was up 14-0 early. Reeltown up 14-7 now. That one's in the fourth. Prattville leads Jeff Davis 35-20.
Grind them out type of football game every time you play Reeltown. You better strap your chin strap on extra tight when you play Jackie O'Neill, because it is who's going to win the trenches. Third down and 7, trips to the top now. Clock rolling under 8.5 now. Wildcats in control 40-14. Chase with a handoff, and he breaks a tackle across the 25, 26, up to the 27-yard line, and finally put him down at the 28, I believe, but he's going to be about 1.5 yards shy of a first down. So the Wildcats will be forced to punt. Hadn't had to punt a lot tonight.
No, haven't. One punt?
I think that's it. Maybe 2, if that is it for sure, no more than 2. As Cole will come into the football game to punt again. Under 8 minutes to go. Wildcats have really, it's an impressive win. I want to tell everybody, look, we turned the ball over 6 times against Opelika and lost 23-0. This Chelsea team was undefeated, and they roll into Opelika, and they're getting the brakes beaten off of them right now. And that, you know, if we don't turn the ball over, Randy, who knows how that game ends up? I mean, you know, definitely I would think they're a little bit better than us, but you can't turn it over 6 times. Here's a line drive punt that rolls over here to Gamble on the sideline. Gamble trying to break tackles and can't do it, still on his feet. You got to give him an A+ for effort. He never quits. There were 5, 6 Wildcats around him, and he was trying to fend them off back here around the 31-32.
Quick time there. Davil and Mumford, as I mentioned, they're tied at 21. There's 9 minutes left in that football game, so right around the same time that we have here. That's a big game, though.
Huge game.
40-14, Wildcats lead. Oxford back with the football, and what a game. I'm telling you, you told me Wildcats going to move to 6-1
and dominated a lot of these games.
Dominated all of them but one.
Yeah.
Can you name another close one?
No, I can't now that you say that. You know, that's – and then again, we picked the worst game of the night or the year to play, Opelika, with turnovers, and still we're in the ball game literally into the fourth quarter as Oxford runs it ahead and no gain on the play, second down, 7 minutes to go.
A.J. Russell in on the stop, and you can tell that big running back had his hands on the ball quite a bit tonight. He's just not moving forward. There's just not much left in it. That clock rolls. 6:48 and counting to go in the ball game. Wildcats lead 40-14. What a game. Moved to 6-1 on the season, 2-1 in region play. It's going to leave us right there in second in the region all alone. Has Valley lost twice? I think they have, haven't they?
We'll have to go back and check. Don't know for sure. Blitz off the corner. Here's a pass up in the air for Gamble, and then Rodney Carroll has owned Gamble one-on-one tonight out there on pass coverage. Now, Gamble's a great athlete, and he's gotten his yards, but when it's man coverage, Rodney Carroll has won that battle.
Rodney Carroll is only a junior. I'd like to know his time in the 40. I'm going to keep saying it because maybe somebody will hear me. But in man-to-man coverage and size, he's exactly what you want in college. And he can get it done. He's a long strider. He's an outstanding athlete. I mean, I think he's a Division I type kid. I really do.
Third down and 9, 4 wide. Weber drops back in the pocket, throws a pass intercepted. Guess who? Rodney Carroll, 40, 35-30, 25-20. Hurdles a tackler, hit the 15-yard line.
He's really good. This time, this is a little –
He is an outstanding football player.
I'll call it a dig route. They were going to show an outside route and an out and up, but he turns it back inside on a little dig route. This is Gamble that he's covering. He makes a break on the football. He was confused slightly there at the beginning, but he makes a break, picks it off, and rambles it down inside the 15 down to the 14. It's the size. It's everything you want. He's 6'1", about 170 pounds, and he's a junior. He's really good, Brett.
Man, he really is, and there's a timeout on the field. We'll take one with him. 40-14, A&M Plumbing timeout. That's your S&S Discount Tire Score, Wildcats in control. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
For over 60 years, East Central Alabama has relied on Jackson Refrigeration for installation and service on all brands, including Rheem, Goodman, and York. Now we've expanded into A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, a division of Jackson Refrigeration. We still make your comfort our priority and expect our staff to be the most experienced, dedicated, and trained to give you the highest quality of sales and service. When choosing your heating and air company, choose our family of professionals. The all-new A1 Four Seasons Heating and Air, the all-new division of Jackson Refrigeration.
When you need plumbing service, call on the professionals at A&M Plumbing LLC. We are your dealer for Nature's Miracle state-of-the-art water filtration systems, providing sales and installation of systems for your whole house or under sink. Join our Diamond Club and enjoy many benefits and services while saving money and getting priority service scheduling. We offer financing, and our services include a 1-year satisfaction guarantee. All our technicians are trained, background tested, drug screened, and wear photo IDs to ensure your safety and peace of mind. Our knowledgeable staff will be happy to answer any of your questions. So call A&M Plumbing LLC today.
Hello, I'm Tim Ray, captain of Benson Russell Quarterback Club. As we get ready to kick off this 2014 season, I would like to thank the following: Elliott City Parks and Rec, Good Old Boys Barbecue, R&B Media, WAHC TV, LMG, 97.5 Kalijah Country, Russell Do-It Center, Coombs Catering, JR Sports Bar and Grill, and Russell Medical Center. Thanks to each one of you, and always remember, we are BR.
Loves clothes and her phone. Still willing to be seen with you in public, depending on the location. Jamie at 14 and you. Available for a limited time only. Don't wait to make the memories that will last a lifetime at Walt Disney World Resort, the place where dreams come true.
Book your next Walt Disney World vacation. Contact Fairy Tale Journeys LLC at 256-825-2668 or at fairytalejourneys.com.
Tallapoosa Ford is your Ford truck dealer for over 35 years. We've delivered on America's best-selling truck, the Ford F-150. Tallapoosa Ford has the F-150 you want with a huge selection on site and can order any style or model you need with all the region's most competitive pricing. We service all warranty work with an award-winning service department, so we are with you down the road.
Hello, I'm Jeff Smith, and I'd like to welcome you to Tallapoosa Ford, a family-owned Ford business locally owned for over 35 years. Your friend in the Ford business.
Visit Tallapoosa Ford on Highway 280, Alex City. Your Ford giant in East Central Alabama and your friends in the Ford business.
Oliver and Treadwell Law Firm is a dedicated, knowledgeable, and local legal team dedicated to serving its clients with a practice covering a broad spectrum, including criminal and civil litigation, family and domestic issues, and personal injury and workers' compensation. Oliver and Treadwell will use their experience and expertise to make sure you get the quality legal representation you deserve. Our team can execute your legal game plan. Oliver and Treadwell is also a proud sponsor of all local high school football. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other lawyers.
Telling you, the interceptions continue to mount for the Wildcats on defense. Just in the right place. Again, you said it, coaching. I mean, you got your guys in the right place. You coached them the right way. They turn around and look for the ball.
Well, let me say this. A lot of times used to get a couple of jokes thrown my way that I'd intercept some balls that look like punts out there. None of these have been poorly thrown footballs.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They've been in good coverage as Cole Grogan goes into the ball game for the first time. Colby Maxwell will pick up about 3 yards off left guard. But you see what I'm saying, though? It's been more of coverage. It hasn't been one that's just lofted up in the air. It didn't get.
These have been good throws.
They've been pretty good throws, and
if you're not there, they can make plays on them.
Yeah, so that's the more impressive part of this, is that clock continues to roll down, 40-14. They did score 14 points. That was a good defensive performance also, and the best offensive performance I can remember here all season.
This has been a complete game. Special teams, offense, and defense against a very good team, and we had too many men on the field. And Coach Horn a little bit frustrated getting some new guys in there, and that guy never stops coaching. It doesn't matter what the score is and how much time's on the clock. He does not have any patience for mistakes, and he just continues to coach. And young guys out there getting some quality time against a good football team.
Our buddy Daniel over there at the Dable game gives me an update. Still tied 21-all. Munford and Dable. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Munford and Dable's red zone, though, with a chance to score and win this football game. So we'll continue to keep you updated. Last score we had, Opelika Chelsea. Opelika led 69-14.
That's unbelievable. Wishbone toss sweep over here. Nicole Maxwell was tripped up. I think Opelika a little bit irritated after that loss last week to Phoenix City.
I think they are, but I think it's reality, though. That's probably where Opelika is. I think Phoenix City's as good as we've got in the south part of 7A. I would not be shocked at all for Phoenix City to move on and play for a state championship.
And maybe win the thing.
And Opelika led a majority of the game and lets Phoenix City score inside, 2 minutes?
2 minutes.
About 2 minutes left in the ball game. So they could play 10 times. Opelika beat them 5. They beat them 5. That's what type of teams you see there. So I think that's about where they are. And unfortunately for the rest of 6A, though, that's about where Opelika is to the rest of them.
That's exactly right. Wishbone formation. Cole Grogan in there to hand off to T. Coley. And he was dropped behind the line of scrimmage. We'll bring up 4th down and 12. The ball is at the Oxford 17-yard line. So new players in there for both teams. And the clock will roll under 3:40 here before the next snap. Wildcats have played very effectively in all phases of the game tonight. I know Coach Horn will be proud of this effort as he and I talked before the game. He had a lot of respect for this Oxford team, this Oxford program. He took a team up there right when he got here to Benjamin Russell Randy and ended up finishing 1-9 on the year, a very good Oxford team. And Cole Grogan play action, going to roll out over to the left, and they're going to stand him up and drop him back here at the 20. But he took a team up there that probably shouldn't even been on the field with that Oxford team that night with Jared Morris, and we played them toe for toe, had a chance to win the game.
Yeah, 28-14, as you mentioned. We played well there in the first half, and Jared Morris, best I can remember, just made one play after another.
He sure did.
We struggled. We hit a big pass across the middle for about a 70-yard touchdown there in the early going, but it was tough treading after that. And that was it. Was that Dan? Did you say that was Danny's first game?
First year.
I thought I remember that.
Yeah.
3:08 to go here in the ball game. Wildcats lead 40-14. Plenty of new players in as we'll continue to try to run down some of the new names that you'll see out there for the Wildcats. Here, number 22 seen some action. Jacoby Lawson is in there. Jamekio Russell, 5'5", 166-pound junior linebacker, also in the football game.
And Weber's still in there. He's going to keep it around the left side, 20, 25, 30. Looking for a block. 35, going to be run down from behind and dropped. And he had a little success early with that quarterback keeper. Hadn't seen him run it very much since, but was able to pick up about 13 yards and a first down. 2:50 to go here in the ball game.
DJ Jackson in on the stop there, along with Jacob Rogers. Wholesale substitutions continue to come into the ball game. First action tonight down there, number 42. I think that's Antonia Sandlin seeing his first action.
Just got a text about Rodney Carroll, said he runs a sub 4.5 40. Left side handoff for about 6, so there's your time, Randy.
Yeah, I've always heard, with him coming through the middle school ranks, that he was as fast, if not the fastest. And this is a great group, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Talking about the junior
class. This junior class is strong.
You've been hearing about them since they were young. And this class, very talented and a lot of speed and a lot of strength also. And what a season they could have next year. But I think the time is now, Brett.
Oh, well, I mean, carpe diem, man. I mean, right now, and seize the day, because this team getting better and better, and it's great to look forward to next year, and I think we're going to be very good, but this is a very good football team that's about to improve to 6-1 on the year. Handoff up the middle, breaks one tackle, breaks another. New running back in there for Oxford on the carry is Dylan Siplin. And, hey, look, Oxford's got some young guys on that front line that are sophomores. They're going to be pretty good already good football players. So, a minute and 45 seconds. Remember, coming up after the game is the Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment post-game show, and then following that will be the Alabama High School Athletic Association Radio Network scoreboard show with Luke Robinson and Jay Jeffcoat. Going to give you scores from all over the state of Alabama. Handoff left side. 45-40, down inside the 40 to the 39-38 yard line, a minute and a half to go in the game. It's another first down for Oxford. But the Wildcats picking up a huge win here will improve to 2-1 in the region. 6-1 overall, Randy.
Great season so far, and just getting better and better. Offensively, defense has been outstanding all season long. And the offense, you know, you bring in a four-year starter at quarterback, Brian Horn. He moves on. He's playing at Jacksonville State now. And you got to replace him. You knew it was going to be tough. But
yeah.
Tyree now midway through the season, you're
really
thrilled to have him because he can do a bit of everything. He's got breakaway speed. He had a 58-yard touchdown run tonight. And he's throwing it perfectly.
Oh, he
what
is.
a night. I don't know what he ended up, but he was 5 of 6 there in the first half for 95 yards. He threw it equally as well in the second.
He sure has. Pickup there of 6. Second down and 4 for Oxford. I want to remind everybody, JR is open till 11 o'clock tonight. So for the best food around, make sure after the game, head on over to JR Sports Bar and Grill, staying open extra late after home games to fill you up with some good food as you head to the house. 30 seconds to go, second down and 4. Ball at the Wildcat 33 and a penalty flag with 24 seconds. This game is history. And the Wildcats improved to 6-1. And this is a team, like you said, is getting better and better as the weeks go on.
Final score.
Who?
Davil trails Munford currently 28-21, about a minute left in that football game. Last score we had with Opelika, 69-14. They led Chelsea. Should be the final play of this football game.
69 points on Chelsea. That team was undefeated. You want to talk about mad. There's a pass over the middle, complete. 10-5, going to score a touchdown here late to give up another touchdown, and they have thrown that pass pretty successfully tonight, Randy. Just kind of wait, let a guy leak out, and that's Ryan Stovall in for a 24-yard touchdown pass. 10 seconds to go. Just a little bit of icing on their side of the scoreboard to make it look like it's not as bad. 20, they'll go for an extra point to try to make it 21, but the Wildcats put 40 on the board tonight against Oxford. A good crowd for Oxford tonight. One of the better visiting crowds we've had this year on a perfect night for football here. And tomorrow is going to be an outstanding day for football. High in the mid-60s, low down in the 40s. It can't get much better. But, again, JR is open until 11 o'clock. Make sure you head on out there after the game. And the AHSA Radio Network Scoreboard Show will be on the air after we get done here at the Sportsplex. And, you know, when you look down the schedule, you knew this was going to be a tough region, Randy, to play in. And you see the likes of Opelikas and Oxfords, and then the out-of-region games that you played at Central LeClay and the Eufaula's and those types of teams, the Stanhope Elmores. This has been a tested team here that you play tough opponents week in and week out. You like your chances when you head to the playoffs.
Really do. 3 games left. Valley, Chilton County.
Well, we got Chelsea next week.
Yeah, Chelsea.
At Chelsea.
Then Valley and Chilton County.
Yeah.
To close it out, we'll be on the road.
Next
at Valley
week.
also, I believe.
No, we got Valley home.
Okay.
That's the last game at home. That will be in 2 weeks. And then on the road at Chilton County on October the 24th.
You know, we've seen Chilton County twice in the last 2 years to
in the
open
playoffs.
up. Yeah, I think in the second round of the playoffs 2 seasons ago, when we opened up with them last year.
That's right. And there's a high end over end kick. Rodney Carroll's going to go back there and field it at the 5. And he's going to be brought down around the 6 or 7, and that's going to be the last play of the game, and the Wildcats get a huge win here at the Sportsplex, 40-21 over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Handshakes all around. Wildcats will improve to 2-1 in the region, 6-1 overall. We'll take a break when we come back to the Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment postgame show. You're listening to the Wildcat Football Network.
Family owned and operated, Holly's Home Furnishings is the Lake Martin area's best choice for all of your furniture needs. Whether you're looking for something new for the living room, dining room, or bedroom, Holly's has something you'll love for every room in your house. Holly's has a great selection of furniture in the most popular names like Lane, Broyhill, Rowe Furniture, as well as the best names in mattresses like Sealy and Tempur-Pedic. You can even get beautiful home decor, everything your home needs, at Holly's Home Furnishings, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City. Visit their website at holleyshomefurnishings.com.
JD's Tire and Lube. If you need diesel, if you need non-ethanol gas, if you love service, need new tires, don't waste your time shopping around. Go to JD's Tire and Lube. They can get you any tire, anytime at the best prices around, and you get free rotation and balance for life of the tire. JD offers full service for whatever your needs are. Oil change, brake repair, radiator work, batteries. You can even get your car washed. The customer service is unbeatable at JD's Tire and Lube, 316 Tallapoosa Street, Alexander City, in the old Foshee Service Station building.
Grace's Flowers in Alexander City on Hillaby Street has been making people happy for decades. Susie Kelly and her friendly staff continue that same great tradition. Grace's Flowers is a full-service florist for all occasions, funerals, weddings, and other special events. In addition to flowers, Grace's has a great gift selection as well. To send a smile or encouragement, call 234-4238, and Grace's Flowers will deliver. Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street in Alexander City.
Okay, Lotus Flowers, let's breathe deeply. Now find your center.
Found it. Yum. Yoga is so delicious.
The Zensation Salad is back. Chicken fingers on mixed greens with crispy wonton strips, Asian slaw, honey sesame sauce, and a veggie egg roll. Zaxby's indescribably good.
The all-new Alex City Auto Collision is now open and ready to serve you at 2227 Old Dadeville Road, offering quality spray and bed liners, full paint and body services for all makes and models with fast turnaround. They guarantee a lifetime warranty on all repairs and paint for as long as you own the vehicle. Alex City Auto Collision works with all insurance companies and estimates are free. And there's a You Save Car rental office on site, so you'll always have a ride. Alex City Auto Collision on Dadeville Road, 256-392-4542. Our business is a wreck.
Are creditors breathing down your neck? Is the repo man knocking at your door? Is your home in danger of foreclosure? Is garnishment threatening your paycheck? Bad luck? Call Chuck. Bankruptcy attorney Chuck Reynolds can help. He's got 30 years of experience solving money problems just like yours. Chuck Reynolds will tame your wild financial beasts and get your life back on track. Call Chuck at 877-329-1331. Learn more at www.badluckcallchuck.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment postgame show. Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment, proudly serving the transportation industry since 2005. Wildcats winners 40-21 here tonight over the Oxford Yellow Jackets. An impressive performance, Randy.
It was. It was a great performance by the offensive unit. I thought the offensive line really got after it out there tonight. Defense continues to do what they've done pretty much all season long. Secondary had 4 interceptions. They played outstanding. You could give the player of the game to all 4 of them back there in the secondary, the way that they played the last 3 or 4 ball games. But a big win, 40-21 over Oxford. You throw that one out there, to me, at the first of the season, that the Wildcats will be 6-1. 7 games in and a dominating win over Oxford, 40-21. I'd have taken it.
And we'll get to work here in the post-game show here, sponsored by Patterson Truck Parts, and we'll name the Wildcat play of the game, sponsored by Wheeless Seamless Gutters, 5- and 6-inch seamless gutters in many colors to match your home style. The Wildcat play of the game.
Play of the game, Nicole B. Maxwell, an 80-yard kickoff return, 4 touchdowns to start the second half. We were up 19-7 there at halftime. They're kicking off to us to start it off the second half. You look at it, and you're a little bit worried, at least I was, that we missed that extra point and gone for 2 and missed it there. So you knew there was some open space for them to make it back up. Felt pretty good after that 80-yard touchdown run, though.
Congratulations to Nicole B. Maxwell on making the play of the game, and he will continue to just get better and better as he's just a sophomore and really become a big part of this Wildcat offense. Now we'll shift over to the players of the game because, and I do say plural because we have 2 tonight, Randy. The Dark Insurance players of the game. Don't be in the dark about your insurance needs. Call Dark Insurance today. Had one on both offense and defense, and I guess you could really call it They're both on offense and defense.
Yeah, they both are. And Tyree Gray and Q Johnson had outstanding football games. Q Johnson had a 64-yard reception for touchdown. That one really broke it open there in the early part. Tyree did outstanding things both offensively and defensively. He picks a pass off here tonight. Throws, I think he had a 90% completion percentage on the night. A couple of touchdowns, had a 58-yard touchdown run, which will be our replay of the game.
That's right.
And both of those players were involved in that replay also. The 58-yard run that Tyree made out of nothing. Q Johnson peels off and blows somebody up around the 30-yard line. That will be the replay of the game. So congratulations to both of them as they're our players of the game.
And the replay, as you just mentioned, Mark Allen Treadwell, Attorneys at Law, sponsors our replay, and you'll have to catch that on WAXC TV this coming week to see that 58-yard touchdown scamper by Tyree Gray. As you mentioned, Randy came to the right, nothing over there, then peeled it back to the left and hit another gear, took it down the far sideline, and the Wildcats ended a perfect night here tonight with a 40-21 win. But I do have to say and give props to Trey Gamble over for Oxford. He is a tremendous athlete, one of the better players we've seen in several years. And I think he'll have a future in college next year as he's a senior. He is a tremendous player for Oxford on offense. So good, congratulations. I like to see good players for any team out there. Just glad we got the better of him here tonight. Randy, we go on the road next week, and only really one more home game here at the Charles E. Bailey Sportsplex. Hard to believe that's where we are in the season. We'll be on the road against a Chelsea team that took a thrashing tonight at Opelika, but that's their first loss of the year. So this is going to be a tough test on the road.
A thrashing, saying it at the least.
Yes.
69-14 was the last score that we had, and Chelsea will bring us in next week. Love our chances, and you say only one more home game. Do what we're supposed to do the remainder of the year. We're sitting there in second place behind Opelika. We'll start off the playoffs if we finish second with a home game to kick that off and have a chance you win that to continue on. Great chances if you can host somebody in that first round of the playoffs.
Absolutely, and we'll need all the support we can get to go up to Chelsea, and if not, you can tune us in right here on 97.5 Kalijah Country or WKGA975.com. Each and every time we're on the air next week, the Danny Horn Show, the Russell Do It Center Countdown to Kickoff will be on there at 6:25. The Karen Chanel State Farm Insurance opening kickoff will be at 7 o'clock from Chelsea High School. We'd love to see you there. And that's going to wrap it up here from the Sportsplex here on the post-game show, again, sponsored by Patterson Truck Parts and Equipment. We want you to all stay tuned right here on 97.5. J. Jeff Coat and Luke Robinson will have the Alabama High School Athletic Association Radio Network Scoreboard Show coming up next. Scores from all around the state. For our videographer and producer, Justin Clayton, our spotter, statistician, Scott Hardy, and my broadcast partner, Randy Lee, I'm Brett Pritchard saying good night, everybody. We enjoyed it. We hope you have. See you next week.